And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
Stations, feel free, hit the subscribe button. Welcome to the show, Southside. Keno, I gotta introduce you first. You excited? Come, you excited? I gotta introduce you, man. What's up, Nathan? What's up, Adolfo? JP, Era Jake. What it do? What's smooth? Okay. All right, I think this chord is on his last leg. But without further ado, Lincoln Curtis Gerald Hawthorne and Kennedy Lenny Jean Hawthorne. Mic check. Lincoln, Curtis, Gerald, Hawthorne, and Kennedy, Lenny, Jean, Hawthorne. Thank you. And the crowd goes wild, man. I appreciate y'all. We got the Hawthorne tones in the building. Oh, man. Welcome to the show, man. That's the first duet act from Lincoln and Kennedy. Oh, man. This is too much fun, man. Hey, sometimes you just love you, dog. I appreciate you. Oh man, that was funny. They said we gonna perform together. I said okay. Have fun. We working on that 10,000 hour rule. You know what I mean? Oh, dude. Discord. Damn. Okay. We gonna do what it do. All right, here we go. We're good. I can't move it for the rest of the show. All right. So we got the Beyoncé album turning all these young girls into thoughts. Now I'm not mad. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just here to tell you that she's no different than Future. She's no different than a gangster rapper. She's no different than those rappers that want to bang them up, shoot them up, bang bang one time. You know, she just has a prettier package. You know what I mean? She's when she's not making an album, she stays out of the media. She's respectful, but really, all these girls want to be thoughts, man. You know what I mean? Hey, these lyrics are just insane, dog. And the irony about this whole thing is Jay-Z always many times talks about authenticity, right? And I just want you guys to read. We got to go through this shit together. Let's go, Church Girls. Church Girls lyrics. I want y'all to see this because yeah, they gonna get better at that, man. It's fun. It's the journey. It's the journey, man, and it's beautiful. And but she says something that is just hilarious. Let me enlarge it so you guys can see it. Must be the cash because it ain't your face. It must be the cash because it ain't your face. Now do it, baby. Stick it, baby. Do it, baby. Stick it, baby. Do it, baby. Spend it. Now spend it, baby. Do it. Now spend that cash a little harder and she might let you dive in that water. I said, spend that cash a little harder and she might let you dive in the water. The song is called Church Girls. She didn't go the other way and say, you might want to listen to Kurt Franklin, Marvin Sapp. You might want to go watch TD Jakes. She is from Texas. She ain't do that. She says, nah, you spend that cash, you get some pussy. So when in actuality, men, ladies want to be thoughts, man. They want you to say, hey, I give you $300 for that tang. You know what I mean? Shit, just get a girl $300 for the tang. Don't even ask her for a number anymore. Say, I listened to Beyonce's Church Girl song, and she said I should offer you some money. So I'm offering you $300 for that tang. That's it. I got $300. You want it? And if she I'm not saying she's lying. What I'm saying, and I'm not mad at she. I'm not arguing this point as a holy roller. I'm not arguing this point because I'm not a holy roller. What I'm saying is this is Black woman's hero, Asian woman's heroes, white woman's heroes. If you are a Democrat woman, you love Beyonce. All Democrat women love Beyonce. And if you do, guess what you got to do? All you got to do is spin it, baby, spin it, baby, spin it. And she might let you dive in that water, baby, water, baby, water, baby. So when you go to clubs from this point on, don't try to find your wife. Nah. Don't try and find your wife, dog. Nah. Just say I give you $300 to bust it open. $200. Start from $50. Insult her real quick. You know what I mean? Start from $10. Shit, it's a negotiation tactic, baby. You know what I mean? Shit, you know what I mean? Because if she's dancing to it, you got a chance. And guess what she's more than likely doing to this song? Dancing to it. She's dancing to it. Oh yeah, she having a good time. Drinks in the air, tongue out, ass twerking. Oh, she having a good time. And I ain't mad at it. But don't come in the barbershop saying you want to find a husband. Nah. Don't come in the barbershop saying you want a husband and you want a man that's funny, God-fearing, 6'3", make six figures. Nah. You want to be in a 0.6 stance. That's what you want to be. And we ain't talking football. You want to be in the 6-point stance. You know what I mean? Toes, knees, and fingers on the ground. Yeah, she want to be in a 6-point stance. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a buck. Let's just call it a buck, man. If you know women that are dancing to Beyonce, she got a price on her forehead. You know what I mean? That's all it is. She got a price. And treat them as such. Treat them as such until they grow up. And then when they grow up, then the men pool shrinks because by then man has already determined what he wants. He want to get married or he want to play for a little bit, you know. But it's and the biggest reason why I'm doing this is because women reside on the 6-point stance, man. 6-point knees, fingers, and toes, man. Stop killing my joke, man. It's a 6-point stance. Oh man, you know what I mean, Fred, you're not talking proper English. Hey man, motherfuckers killing my jokes, man. It's cool though. It's cool killing my jokes, but women will lie to you and lie and lie and lie. You know what I'm saying? Women are just so full of it because they present themselves as God-fearing people. But when in reality, these girls just want to be turned out for an evening. Really, they don't want to get married just yet. They want to play a little bit. They can say what they want, but we can't. I advise every man to be straightforward with women. You know, you can speak in metaphors. You can make it as eloquent as possible, but don't play with them. If they heard of Beyonce, you can be straightforward with them. You ain't got to play. You ain't got to dance. You ain't got to do none of that stuff. Because this proves that they want to spend Friday nights getting drunk, drinking, twerking, and living their best life. I'm living my best life. I don't give a fuck for you niggas. I'm living my best life. They like, shit, COVID over. I'm trying to get my ass touched on. Shit. My kids at the babysitter's grandma's house. Oh man. So when you see these girls at these jazz festivals with their sundresses on, they want to take them off for real. They want to take them off. So stop treating these women with respect, and they want to be treated disrespectfully. I tell people, in order for you to get a woman's respect, you got to disrespect them in the bedroom. It's still, oh yeah. What the fuck? Oh, hold up, man. I thought someone was trying to go in my past, but Dre over here is trying to steal money out my account. Yeah. Nah, it's the first of the month and people paying their rents. And Dre got to transfer the money. So she forgot the password. And I'm getting. Let me send her the password real quick. So that's how you get credit in two banks. You tell them, I'm gonna give you guys some gangster paradise credit, because when you deal with money, I'm gonna give you guys game. You guys have never heard this before ever in your life, because I created it in my life. No one's ever told me this. So what I do is I have all my tenants pay in one bank, right? So I get credit with that bank, right? And then I transfer it to another bank and get credit with that bank. So this bank believes I make all this money over here, and this bank thinks I make all this money over here every month, like clockwork orange. So now I got pristine credit in how many banks, y'all? You're right. 2 banks. So we transferring money right now as we speak. You get that? Did y'all get that? Money minute of the day. Now you can go borrow. Now you can go get your home equity line of credit over here because they trust you, or you can go get a business loan out of here. You can get a business loan out of there, and you're good. Trust me. It works. You know what I mean? When they see that money coming in every month like clockwork orange, they trust you. So that's where I'm at. But she forgot the damn password. So now my password is ABCDEFG 9487. Ready, set, hut. Anyways, man, it's all good, man. All right, I'm good. She's done now. All right, so I'm back. So the point I want to make is, if she's heard of Beyonce, start from the bottom. Starting from the bottom, now we're here. Starting from the bottom, now the whole thing. So what I mean by start from the bottom, treat it like a one night stand first. But you gotta know how to articulate it though, brother. You gotta learn how to articulate that, brother. You can't just walk up to a girl and say, "I give you $500 for your pussy tonight." You gotta soften up the blow a little bit, brother. No one wants to land on their ass, brother. You know what I'm saying, brother? You got to talk to them like that, brother. You got to say, "Can you dig it, baby? Can you dig it, baby?" I said, "Can you dig it, baby?" Snag it fresh with a, you know what I'm saying? So talk to them, start from the bottom, y'all, and see where she's at, because you may be overpricing her. And what I mean by overpricing her, you may be offering her too much integrity than she really has. You might have put her in the upper echelon, top shelf, when she's really just a 6-pack of Bud Light. You know what I mean? So start from the bottom. You can always change the tune later. You can always feel her out, and then change the conversation, elevate the conversation, and see where she's at. And that's the real deal, you know what I mean? And enjoy that. But I think Beyonce is just doing a doozy. Houston, Texas, man, what it do? What it do? What it do? So yeah, man. And the other thing, we was gonna do Errol Spence top 10 moments. Hey, man, did y'all have 10? Yeah, you be. Yeah, man, joke it out. You know what I mean? And but if you guys want to beam in, and we can talk about Errol Spence and Beyonce shit. But what's up, KB? But it just speaks to what women really, really want. You know what I mean? There is a segment of women that just wanted to be fucked and treated with respect. That's it. There's a segment of women that want to find their husband. There's a segment of women that don't want nothing from you. So act accordingly, y'all. Act accordingly. Not every woman is a queen. Not every man is a king neither. Treat them accordingly. Some girls just want to be bust wide open, man. They ain't been touched in 3 months properly. You know what I mean? And that's the real deal, Holyfield. And it's not like you're making a hoe a housewife. It's that you're giving her what she ultimately wants. She just don't know. Society just hasn't allowed her to articulate that comfortably. So you got to allow her to be herself. You got to allow her to be the woman that she's always wanted to be. Oh man, he was playing, man. They were just joking. They know each other. But yeah, all right. Yeah, low frequencies, yeah. But men naturally overprice pussy though. Oh man, we overprice pussy drastically, dog. Oh man, we buy Gucci, Louis. Man, she just won a Coach purse. She had no aspirations of ever walking into the Louis Vuitton store. I'm gonna change your life, baby. Can you dig it, baby? I'm gonna put you on a plane. She don't want to go to the plane. She want to go to the fair. She want to go to Steve Madden. She want to go shop at the kiosk. She didn't say Kauai. She said the kiosk. See, you misinterpreted that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta let a hoe be a hoe, man. You gotta let a hoe be a hoe, man. You know what I mean? They twerking to Beyonce for the last 4 days. They been twerking. Them hoes been twerking, baby. Twerk it, baby. Twerk it, baby. Somewhere in America. Somewhere in America. Brittany and Ebony is still twerking. Oh, man. Maribel twerking too. You know, let them twerk, man. I'm telling you, it works, man. It works, man. Man. Yeah. Stop trying to change her and rearrange her. Facts, man. Facts, man. Too late. You took her to Las Vegas last week. Hey, hoes don't want to get on the plane. Nah, man. They believe Cloud9 is on their back, man. Women don't, man. I'm telling you, man. Women don't want to get on airplanes. You overpricing the pussy, man. You overpricing it, man. Stop it. Stop it. All right, stop it. Stop it. What's up, D?
What's up, man? You didn't switch the show up on us, man?
No, I didn't switch the show up. Mm-mm.
Oh man, y'all ready for this, man? I have been cracking up, laughing so hard off that Errol Spence.
Oh, about the
top 10, bro. I'm in my bag about it, but what's going on with the Beyonce? What's going on with that?
Her new album is just turning church girls into thoughts.
Church girls into thoughts. I ain't heard it or nothing.
Oh, you ain't heard that song? Yeah, it's
no.
She got them out here thoughting for Sugar Shore. Oh, they thought. Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't heard Beyonce no shit. No. No, so I ain't got nothing to say about that because I ain't heard nothing.
Hey, but Errol got another one today, man. He hit another home run today.
Oh, when he gave him a little love.
Nah, fuck that love shit. That nigga Ether Steven Espinoza like a motherfucker. Y'all didn't see this?
No.
Well, I mean,
who got it? Fight hype?
No, it's a tweet. Errol be tweeting his ass off. I love it. I love it. Check this shit out. So today, Jamel Herring said, well, why don't you keep the fight going, right? And just make the fight and just get a new opponent. And he says, Steven Espinoza said, well, you can't do that with pay-per-view opponents, man. You need to do this and XYZ. And Errol said, nah, nigga. He said, Steven Espinoza said, your examples are not pay-per-view. Tank and Abner on Showtime, that was 5 weeks before the fight. There have been substitutes for pay-per-view events. Tank, Isaac, Cruz for one, but that was 6 weeks. And then Errol Spence politely said, Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao. that was a week. That was on a Thursday the week before, man. This shit is hilarious, man. He was like, oh, so Earl was like, no one knew who Ugas was, and you put him in the main event and still sold it as a pay-per-view. Oh man, Earl be ether of these motherfuckers, man.
Man, that's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this fight so bad. I had started an argument in my home because I want to see this fight so bad. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do my part. I canceled my Showtime, and my girl tripping because of the shy.
Yeah, everybody need to start canceling. We're going to give them till Labor Day. I mean, feel free to cancel it now.
No, I canceled it now because I got to do my part. And she like, what that got to do with me? And I'm like, nah, they ain't getting nothing until I get this fight.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I said, I'll show you how to watch the shot. She's just tripping about watching her show. And I'm like, man, I got to get this fight. And she was like, but I got to sacrifice for you. And I'm like, you kind of do, but it's just a simple fact. I got you. I'm gonna still. I got you on the shot. You ain't gonna miss your episode. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta do my part. You know what I'm saying, to get this fight. So Showtime, I'm letting y'all know. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to put no. What was I thinking about today? That Showtime was just go try. Somebody was saying it today too on the internet. Thurman and Garcia and all kinds of dumb fights and shit like that, man. I'm like, nah.
He got to fight a 154 guy, man. We don't want you to come up to 154. And hey, ain't nothing like someone moving in for a week and staying for a year, right? Like they sleep on your couch and make it their home.
Man, keep Thurman go up and get another fight, bro. Come on, man.
That's exactly what Danny Garcia is doing. He's moving into the living room and making it a whole house. You know what I mean? I want to fight Keith Thurman. Yeah, 147 then. God damn. Like what? Man, why don't y'all fight for a mandatory spot? Man, you know what I mean? It's just
I'm just saying, man, it goes back to what you say. It's what niggas do, not what niggas talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if y'all don't do y'all part, we ain't getting this fight. Plain and simple. We gotta make these motherfuckers feel us.
Yeah.
And like I said, I gotta argue about this shit in my household, but I got her. You know what I'm saying? Before she can see her show. You know what I'm saying? But no, you can't get that from me until I get this fight.
Yep.
Plain and simple. I got Hulu today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I thought The Shy was gonna be on Hulu, but it wasn't on there.
So you gotta, but you can cancel it. You cancel it today.
What?
The Shy. I mean, your Hulu.
No, I canceled Showtime and got Hulu thinking I can get The Shy on there for but it's not on there. It's not
Nah,
licensed. It's
nah,
not licensed to
it's
the
only,
Hulu.
it's only licensed through Showtime, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's a Showtime event, whatever. I mean, it's a Showtime production.
Yeah. I figured.
Yeah.
I found out the hard way.
Yeah, no big deal. But I want this community to be firm. I want this community to not play anymore. You know what I mean? It is time for us to stand up. We got to stop being bitches. We got to stop acting like we bigger than, more masculine than what we are. You either masculine or not. It ain't no 75% masculine, 30% masculine. You either a man or you're not. You either getting abused or you're not. You know, Showtime doesn't respect no one in this chat.
Bro, at the end of the day, they gonna respect me because at the end of the day, I can handle that argument, but I'm demanding this fight. You want me to you want me to resubscribe?
Oh, you know
Give me
what?
my fight.
Screenshot me that screenshot me your unsubscribing.
The unsubscribing?
Yeah, screenshot it for me.
It's in my girl phone. It's in her name.
Screenshot it for me and send it to me.
I will.
And take away all the information that need to be taken away off. But send it to me, dog. It's important. I'm gonna post that shit.
Yeah, I told him like you got me fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
got to do it. You got to do it.
Yeah.
You know, we had a whole nice little lunch, little date. You know what I'm saying? Talking about it, and I was just like, you know what? Talking to that man last night, you right. The only way we will get this fight, I'm tired of sitting back there and letting these mugs just do what they do behind closed doors, and it ain't getting done. Ain't no other fight to sell out there.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to let them just give me anything and think it's cool and y'all walk away from this fight and then think I'm just supposed to support that. No.
Right.
No, I want you to feel it now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't feel it now, you know what I'm saying? All right, then, you know what I'm saying? You didn't respect me.
Right. And when you talking to other content creators, y'all need the super chat it so it goes on their screen. Super chat it. Go to everybody's super chat.
Yeah, as soon as my girl get off of work in the morning, I'm gonna get in her phone and screenshot it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in her name.
Yeah, send it to me, please. And super chat that $1.99 or that 99 cent. We need to unsubscribe to Showtime until they make this fight.
Plain and simple. I guarantee you, it'll force their hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's just like if you go into a negotiation and you want to, a person want to make a lot of money on the first day when you could have seen this person 5 times and got paid 5 times from this person instead of just 1 time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got to undercut the person. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we gonna have to do. Because I want to see this fight. Like I said, I got money to go to Las Vegas and be in the environment of this fight. That's what I want. So if I got to do it this way, okay, that's what I got to do. I got Hulu. Plain and simple.
It's easy to find other things to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And don't forget we got Mickey Bay and what's called coming up next week too. Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer, not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
It's next Saturday?
Yeah, the 13th, whatever it is.
Where is that fight? That fight is not in Ghana no more, right?
It's in Arizona.
Where?
Arizona.
Yeah,
the same country, but different city.
I understand that. I'm just saying Arizona from Ghana. What happened with that? Why is it not in Ghana?
Oh, it moved to Dubai, but the president died. It moved from Ghana to Dubai, and then it's in Arizona now.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So they actually really go get it on finally, huh?
Yeah, that'll be dope. So hopefully somebody media goes to that fight. So that'll be dope.
Ain't nobody supporting it?
I'm sure it will be. You know what I mean? I'm gonna support. I'm gonna buy it.
What is it like? What kind of site is it?
Oh, it's Tevin Farmer. It's Farmer Bay pay-per-view, something like that. I'll post it. I'll post it.
Okay.
I'll ask.
Remind me of the day because that's not the fight we want to see. God damn it!
I'll talk about it all next week. I'll talk about it all next
No
week.
disrespect to them, but that's not the fight we want to see. So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody in your household, even if we get a dent of 500 unsubscriptions today, they'll feel that pressure, bro.
Yeah.
They will feel that pressure, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I told my girl, it's only $20, but to them, they still want my $20.
Facts. No, because you're a demographic. So if you're unsubscribing, they like, how are we not fulfilling this demographic?
Exactly, bro. And she was like, oh, you know how they do. But I'm like, no, I got to make a standpoint, you know what I'm saying? And it's time, you know what I'm saying? And they running out of time, so I got to do something. They running out of time. I got to do something.
Yep.
And I want them to get paid their money and give us a great fight, which I know it is. So I don't understand why they're not just giving them their money. But, we already know, Blue over there cooking right now on Terrence Crawford right now.
Oh, what he saying?
He had got into it with one of them Errol detractors, and they said something, and Blue was like, I was just spitting facts. Regardless of who you are, I'm just going to be true. Terrence Crawford has tried to walk away from this fight so many times. Errol has never wavered from this fight.
I agree.
And then he got to showing him facts, receipts, like, here's one interview. Oh, we'll never fight, but now you're in negotiations. And now you need more money. So, we got to do what we got to do to get this fight, man. Flat out, man. I did what I needed to do. I don't know about y'all, how y'all feel, but I did what I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? That was a good idea. Whoever came up with that idea last night in the barbershop, whoever's idea that was.
Man, you better give me credit, man.
I just wanted to shut you up. I'm messing with you, man. Hey, we already know. This is the barbershop. This is where everything gets created at, baby.
Hell yeah.
Everything get created over here, baby.
Okay, so you want to unsubscribe starting now?
Bro.
Let's go.
Bro.
Let's go.
Bro, if y'all don't do it now, they ain't gonna never feel it, and everybody gonna keep talking. Everybody gonna keep on talking, bro.
Because while we talking about it, I'm gonna show y'all niggas what I did. Hopefully y'all didn't erase it yet. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's all you
in the email though. I have it in the email.
That's what you gotta do, man. Because they playing, man. They playing, bro. They playing with our money, man.
They playing. Oh, they playing.
They playing. And then they just sit back and just give us like peanuts and stuff. And no, man, go get the bag and sit at the table with these mugs.
Yep.
For real, but y'all gotta show, man, y'all gotta show somebody. If anybody supporting this and you talking about you just want to do it for interviews and stuff, man, if credentials is more important than this fight, man, you gotta look yourself in the mirror every day, man.
Talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to him.
This is a fight that everybody deserves. It ain't worth no interview in the world.
Talk to him.
And then we can always keep on watching it. And it's in our generation. We got to really actually live to watch it. And like I said, I'm actually living proof I could be in Vegas in the environment of it. I know I can't probably afford the ticket, but I'm gonna be in the environment of it. I'm going. But I'm forcing their hand. You go give me something. Yeah. But it ain't gonna be no Thurman Garcia. I know that. I know that for sure. It ain't gonna be no Danny Garcia and Thurman. I know that for sure. Man, everybody do their part, man.
Let's do it. I'm with you.
And everybody, it gets the credit. It starts at the barbershop, so everybody, already know where it came from. You know what I'm saying? So, Fred already hated, so they gonna hate him even more.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that. I just want us to get what we deserve, man. It's not about Frederick at this point. It's about us getting what we fucking deserve, man.
I understand that shit too, bro. I'm telling you, man, because I'm tired of watching old classic fights.
You
know what
too.
I'm saying? I'm tired of that, man. Old classic fights, like this is what they supposed to be doing. Like, if we could only have Dana White over there, he'd be making everybody fight, or you giving up the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no political, ain't no other side of the street. You either want to fight him, I'm gonna tell you yes or no. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ducking.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Ain't no ducking. You know what I'm saying?
Whatsoever.
But we gonna get this, man. Like I said, I did my part. Like I'm only just one person.
Hey, what's up, Coach A?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
How you feeling?
Man, feeling well, feeling well.
Beautiful. What you
Yes,
got?
No, I'm just gonna echo the sentiments that have been shared. Just wanting to see the fight. I'm tired of watching, all the different YouTube channels and all the different takes on who ducking who.
Now.
You say what now?
That shit corny now.
Yeah, it's over D. It's OD, man. But of course, because we boxing fanatics, I find myself saying, man, fuck all this talk. But then I'm always, tuning in to listen to what they got to say.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because there's nothing else to do, like how you guys said. So, it's just frustrating. And Al Heyman, man, I remember coming in thinking that Al Heyman was, pro-black and all this good stuff and rah-rah. But I'm like, man, this dude he ain't it, man. And he's really sullied the sport that I love.
I was the same way. Man. He got me too.
He's really sullied the sport that I love.
I was the same way. Oh shit. Oh, my bad.
Oh, that shit threw me off.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on. Yeah. So, he
I want y'all to see, because I practice what I preach. I don't just talk shit and I found it. I gotta see. I want y'all to see. My Showtime subscription has expired because I had to get it to order the Errol Spence Ugas fight. I hadn't had Showtime since the Paulie Malignaggi thing. So I canceled it because I said they're not giving me I'm not getting it until they give me Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. Period. End of discussion. So, Coach A, when are you going to unsubscribe to Showtime?
Already unsubscribed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dion, when are you going to unsubscribe?
Man, I told you, bro. I'm going to show you the receipts off her phone as soon as you get off of work.
We got 3 people in here that will not subscribe to Showtime until they give us Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. That's $60 right there. Boom. That's it, man. Because the reason why I did it like that, Dion, is because I'm gonna make a video out of this, and I want them to know that if we ain't playing with y'all no more with this shit, no more. We ain't playing no more, no mas. What's up? Are you unsubscribing to Showtime too? We gonna do a telethon tomorrow night. Are you unsubscribing to Showtime?
No, I don't have Showtime.
Hell, that's 4 people. Yeah.
I don't have them for a different reason. I don't get them for a different reason.
Oh, okay.
Because of their subscription for their TV program, Black people, is all drug dealers. It's all drug dealers with the exception of the chat. I think it's I think you kind of tie that into the Beyoncé thing. I think the women and what they're doing, and as far as Beyoncé go and whatever she got going on, I think it started with how we're letting them treat Black men and portray us. So we're letting them subscribe us to all being drug dealers and we all hustlers, which is a bunch of nonsense. But we subscribe to those shows. We talk about those shows. And those are the only shows that they really put real money behind. They don't put no money behind nothing else. Not the major networks. So if you got that part of it right, then the other part wouldn't matter. And as far as the women themselves go, like the women can make whatever songs they want, but men dictate what they're going to do in their households. And you don't have to be this alpha dog where you got your woman doing everything you want to do. But at the same time, just like the brother said, I told my woman, we're not going to have showtime, like certain standards you're just going to set for your household. And that starts when you meet her and you date her. And those standards that, you set certain standards. And those might go up. But that all goes back to the men. The woman can't dictate what happens with relationships. Men are supposed to run that to a certain degree. And everybody has a different way of doing it. But I think for the most part, Showtime itself is the entity. They've shown you who they are by their TV programming. By putting all that money in BMF and all those power series, all that foolishness, they've shown you who they are. And that's because we only get the symbolic symbols of Black people being in those lights. We try to find some good in it.
Right.
That's all they're giving us. And we try to find some good in it, but there's no good in that. Because that road don't lead where it's supposed to be leading. And these fools are only showing you stuff from 20, 30 years ago. Even if you wanted to believe that, they're showing you from 30 years ago. Why? Because you can't fucking do that no more. It's an impossibility for you to do that shit right now with that phone device where they can track and pull up all your information. You can't do that shit no more. Even if you turn the damn phone off and you got it on you, they can track that shit. So it's ridiculous the level of where we've been placed as a people. And as far as the boxing and all that stuff kind of ties itself together, because at the same time, we'll get in there and we'll have hard down negotiations against each other. And like some of these fighters, they get on people that are non-Black and they don't have that intense negotiation that they have amongst each other. They're willing to give when they wouldn't be able to give to each other. You want to be an alpha dog, but then when it comes to somebody that's not Black like you, you're just trying to make the fight and make as much money as you can.
Right.
So we just have to be consistent with what we're asking for, and these men have to be men. They can't be making excuses like you were talking about, Rockman. We have to be accountable for what we're doing in our household. That's our responsibility. And as far as these fighters go, they have to be consistent. If you want all the money, get all the money. Don't be like that with your brother, then you don't be like that with somebody who's a Spanish speaker because they have a bigger following. You know what I mean? If you're going to be that way 100%.
Yeah.
That's my call, Fred. I appreciate you, brother.
Freestyle.
Hey, but I just wanted to say to you, I understand what you're saying, but me having a different mindset of life now is I'm always going to control my household, but I know that's her show. So I know I'm going to have this conversation. Because
what I'm saying is certain things your woman's going to acquiesce to because you set that standard in your household. That's what I'm saying. It's not like you running everything. Obviously, your woman plays a part in certain things you're not going to do.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying to you. Like, because I'm talking about, I come from, you know what I'm saying, where I didn't bump my head so many times, three-headed times to where, you know what I'm saying, I did selfish decisions. You know what I'm saying? Only I made the decision. I didn't talk it out or with nobody or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But now with a partner, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to make the final decision, but at least I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Right.
And it's always cool to talk to somebody before you do something.
I respect that. I wasn't saying what you was doing wrong. I was just saying that we have to say certain things have to mean enough for you to where even if your woman got a problem with it, you have to be able to go against that resistance.
Exactly. You know, like I said, I can accept the headache. I can accept the headaches, but I'm going to do something else to reduce that headache of just the watching the shy, because that's all she used the Showtime for, is the shy. And it goes back to what you were saying. Like when she pulls it up, all the programming that you just said is underneath where they want you in another sitcom. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to everything that you said. Like some of them sitcoms I ain't never heard, but it's all Black shows. Never seen no advertisement for it or nothing, but they Black shows, and it'll be like right in the tabs when she about to turn the shy on. Like the City of Gods, you know, I got photographic memory, you know what I'm saying? Because the only time she watches the shit is just to pull the shot. But like I told her,
Man,
I can get her on other stuff.
it's so easy now to just basically stream that stuff, man.
Yeah, you can stream.
I don't see why people is even subscribed to this day, man. It's a waste of time. The programming, like he said on the phone, is basically to get you to be a hyper masculine dude that's gonna sell dope to your community, or your other option is to be gay.
Oh.
That's the only options you got. The black men on TV, that's the only options you got. You don't get no strong black father no more. He's gone. He's extinct. He no longer exists. If you think about the TV shows, tell me which one that he exists in, and I'd like to know which one it is.
Hey, that's right up Al Heyman alley. I heard he gay anyway.
Damn, bro.
I never seen.
I wasn't expecting that. Damn, bro.
That's what happens when you let them motherfuckers in boxing, man.
Man, that motherfucker's coming out the window like Boys in the Hood, nigga. We're
But yeah, he tricked us. Yes, he did. He tricked us.
Yeah, he got me. Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a good run of fights for a certain amount of years, and like Fred said, he got him because Fred was on it tough for him. Fred was running with the PBC flag, like them dudes you be seeing with that USA flag running around the world. Hey, they had Fred out there with the whole flag.
Bro.
And he was moving the whole movement for him. But man, at the end of the day, the imagery, like he said on the phone, of African American people on most of TV now is just horrible. So it's really no reason for you to be really. I mean, just me personally, I haven't had cable for years, and I haven't had it intentionally because I just basically pick what I want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time to pay you to degrade me and then complain about you degrading me later.
Damn,
I can't do it. I'll give you another one. They about to give you a real good film, and a lot of people gonna line up to go see it. They're gonna show your woman as a king.
Hey fellas, I got a question for you guys, man. Do you think as a people, you know, the Huxtables debuted, I want to say in 84, 85, and up to that point, we had never had any degrading programming like that on national sitcoms or TV, things of that nature. Although I do know around that time they had started the black exploitation genre around that time, probably about 10 years prior. But do you think at this point in time, 40 years past the Huxtables and the Cosby Show debuting, do you think a Cosby type sitcom would be even prevalent, or would they even talk about it on a level of power right now? Or do you think
No.
it's far gone?
No, sir. They wouldn't.
Nobody smile, bro.
No. This is what you missing. The whole intent of it was to destroy the family. They've already destroyed it.
That's a fact.
Because if they can just think about this. They've been telling you for the last 20, 30 years that a family is women and children. How the hell is that a family? When have that ever been a family?
Wow.
How the hell has women and children ever been a family? They have nobody to cover them, protect them. This man on the phone, Dion is basically saying he unsubscribed to Showtime. How likely would the Showtime subscription be unsubscribed if he was not in the home?
Wow.
It never would be.
Fact.
You see? So you're automatically going to get everything. You're going to get all the alphabets, rainbows, and all that coming to your house, right? Through your TV with no filter, because there's nobody there to block it.
Mm-hmm.
So ground zero is the black community. So the black community gets everything. They get all the trash first, and then everybody else gets it after that. And then how can the bottom people not want family when they can see that in order to quote unquote, because this is a buzzword that they like to use in our community, generational wealth. They like to say that all the time. But how can you build generational wealth without a co-partner or a partner? And it just doesn't work. America's laws is set up for you to build it through corporations and businesses. You can't have no businesses when you don't got no families. So when people start saying, well, why wouldn't we have no businesses in our community? How you gonna have some businesses if you ain't got no families, bro?
Wow. That's deep.
How? Tell me how. I would really like to know. I would really like to know. Because at the end of the day, usually men pass on their businesses to their sons or their daughters, and it goes on that way.
That's a big fact.
Men and women. You can't pass nothing down if you have nothing to pass down. You don't even have a family.
Wow.
Everything's going all over the place. You have no family. You have no insurance on the person that's at the top that dies. You see what I'm saying? You have nothing.
Man, it's crazy.
You just have people living, existing, and then when they die, then they come back to you and say, "Can you fund this funeral?"
No, KP. I just had this conversation with my little my son and his little homies, and I'm sitting there like, man, I wish I could be like in y'all body right now. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all wasting time and y'all young, and I'm trying to get y'all the game, but y'all just want instant gratification, and y'all generation is just so lazy. Y'all don't want to do nothing. And I'm like, all you got to do is just fill out the application. Look, y'all get a crib together. You only got to pay a third of your wages a month.
Ask you one question while you explaining that story.
What's up?
How many of those young men that you was just talking to have their daddy in their life besides your son?
Oh my God. And that's the sad part.
That's the answer to your question right there.
Yeah. And I tell them that all the time. I'm not just speaking to y'all for wasting my time. I wish for y'all can get ahead. When y'all in y'all 30s, y'all can just chill. Don't waste 10 years of your life for nothing.
Right.
Y'all can just chill. If you getting a chance to stack $1,500 a month, because y'all make good money. If y'all get a chance to only just stack $1,500 every month, 2 months, that's $3,000.
Fact.
You know what's underestimated is in our community, since people don't see it as often, they underestimate the process of thinking that you get from being around a man.
No, I told my son, they just don't want to move their feet. They think you want somebody to put it in their lap.
No, well, just think about it though, Dion. You got to think, if they mama's been getting everything for free for years, that's all they know is to get stuff for free. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they've been trained to think that the government is supposed to give them this or somebody's supposed to give them that. That's their training. Exactly. When you be around men, you understand, okay, I got to hunt, I got to fish, I got to learn how to do this, I got to learn how to do this, I got to learn how to do that. You're automatically going to learn those skills. So that's going to automatically put you outside the box of waiting for somebody to bring you something. It's not going to happen. So your thinking has not been trained. You haven't been trained to think on the level to go. You haven't been trained.
Hey, KP,
they keep you at that level, bro.
I didn't mean to cut you off, KP. So KP, you basically touching on that subconscious. So those of you guys who have sons in here, your sons are subconsciously being trained and ingrained in them to go get it. So yeah, you got to say it consciously too, like, hey son, you got to go out and work, but they're also watching you go grind, like that. That's the deepest part.
Yeah, they get to see you get up every day and go do it. Yep,
every day.
Yeah, I'm talking about my son. My son already know I've been through it. He been on the other side of that plastic. You know what I'm saying?
Look. No matter what fighter you look at, the ones that had their fathers as their cornerman or whatever as trainer, you get to see that they was able to put something in them that certain people can't get out of them. Yep. And some of them being trained by their father, it just got like a switch for them. You know what I'm saying? So like whether it be Sean, whether it be Danny, whether it be Shane Mosley, just a bunch of names. Andre Ward had Virgil Hunter, even though it's not his father, he was a father figure to him. So psychologically, that does something to those guys. So that's why when I see a guy like I give you the opposite of that, Mike Tyson. See, Mike Tyson would never have the mental that Holyfield had. You see what I'm saying? Because you could automatically tell psychologically he was already broken.
Yeah.
He was going up against a fighter that had a certain amount of self-belief that he couldn't even stop him.
I said the same things about Michael Jordan. Jordan came from a 2-parent family household.
Yeah, and you see the difference between him and LeBron. You see the difference.
Perfect, exactly.
You see the difference between him and Kobe, right?
Yep.
It's a total difference, a psychological makeup of those guys. He's just not going to have that. Kevin Durant doesn't have it. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Kobe
They
and Mike
don't
got
have
had
it.
dads. Yep.
They don't got it, dude. Kyrie Irving is a different killer than them two dudes that I just named.
I totally agree. I totally agree.
Stephen Curry is a different killer than them.
Dog. Steph is a dog.
It's just different, bro. It's just different.
Bron and KD ain't no dogs, man.
But all I'm saying, dude, is KD just lost. I'm talking about. I understand he wanted to get out because of Kyrie in the situation, but he just can't just jump to no super team like that, man. He got to win it by himself to cement his legacy, man. Or he gonna go down as a dick rider.
But it always go back to what? How the brother said, Jordan knew how to get it out the mud because he watched his pops. So when Jordan came to Chicago, it was a dumpster franchise. They was almost about to delete them from the whole NBA. They built that whole shit around him. He was like, shit, I'm gonna put y'all on my back, and we're gonna get this shit. Next thing you know, they got Kobe. I'm sorry, they got Scotty, they got Phil, Horace, and then later on they had Dennis. But he was the pinnacle or the centerpiece of everything. LeBron said, yo, it's getting too hard in Cleveland. Let me jump ship.
But that's what I said. That's why I had the conversation with my son and his friends. Like, y'all want instant gratification. Y'all don't want to grind and get it.
Popcorn era, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's part of their environment. It's part of their environment too, though, Dion. Because look, bro, we got the internet. We can talk to people throughout the whole world. That wasn't a part of our childhood. So psychologically, these images that they get to see every day is different than what we came up with. We came up with encyclopedias, bro.
Yeah, you got to go.
You ever got an encyclopedia on the phone, bro?
Cooking.
Yeah.
They don't even got to go to the library, bro. When the last time you seen a kid say, "I'm going to the library"?
And that's exactly what I said. I told them, y'all don't want to move your feet or your hands.
The environment, dude. The technology and the environment is just too fast, dude. It's just too fast.
How long do a TikTok video last?
I don't know. Probably 30 seconds, maybe. What?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. It's like a commercial. That's in their brain.
You can't compete with that.
And then I'm like, all y'all got to do is just fill out the application. That's all y'all got to do.
But those simple commands that you're giving them, your son will do those simple commands because he's used to you telling him, okay, you got to cut the grass, you got to take the trash out. He's used to these certain commands. It's just no different than this, Dion. If you remember,
no. My son is a grown man. He got his own crib.
Okay. But when you was telling them, but just think about this, Dion. If you remember Boys in the Hood, there was an image where Lawrence Fishburne said, "You got to rake these leaves, Trey." And Trey looked around like, "Oh man, I got to rake all them leaves." And what his friends say? "Oh man, they basically he look at him like he was a slave."
Yeah.
Trey rakes the leaves up. Trey rakes all the leaves up, bags them up. Your lawn look good, and then he tells them it's going to be a difference between you and them because you got your daddy.
Oh, wow. That was good. That was nice.
That part in that movie, and then you seen Ricky and Doughboy get killed.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
So let me ask you this general question. Based on what you know about being a black man in America, any woman that does not give their child a father that's worthy enough to have a father in the kid's life is basically putting the kid at a disadvantage.
All right, KP, I'm gonna drop a jewel on you. My son ain't never seen his mama. Ever.
And if you think about it in a large nutshell, at the end of the day, the parent that he really needed and had to have to live and thrive was his father.
Exactly. Had to be both parts.
I'm sorry to say. I just go by what the statistics say and what's going on the ground and what I'm looking at and what I'm watching every day in my everyday life.
It's a fact, bro. I teach. So everything you saying is right and exact. I teach middle school, so everything you saying, brother KP, is all right and exact, man.
Exactly, bro. I'm talking about shit. My son ain't never touched his mom and everything, so I had to be there. I don't want you to understand and, you know what I'm saying, and understand everything that I had to go through. That's the reason why I talk to you all the time. Like, we going on the porch. Just chill. This is my porch. and you know where I came from, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And if I can do it, you can do it. You just gotta move your feet in your hands, my nigga.
See, a lot of the stuff that you see that's going on is like when you seen Angela Bassett in that movie, she basically said, "I'm bringing him to you because I can't raise him to be a man." And you don't really see people do that anymore. You don't see the
Nah,
ladies do that no more.
nah,
Well,
They dead at all that.
they'll keep the kid until you got to zip him up, dog.
no. And then look, check this out, KP. I tell my baby mama, I get my daughter every summer. Every summer, I ain't never ever had to ask you, and it's always been like, you know what I'm saying, to where we can raise this relationship better and co-parenting when we're friends and not enemies, you know what I'm saying? So we have to elevate ourselves, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to argue with you or nothing. And to where I had to tell her, like, look, I just need help with the school clothes because, you know, I don't go back to work to like August 5th or 10th, you know what I'm saying? So you getting all that unemployment and I got my daughter in my custody right now. So how is you using that money towards my daughter if I have her? I just asked for help right now. She's like, oh, baby, dad, you ain't got to explain nothing to me. I got you. So all I got to do is get my daughter some school shoes. She got the rest because of the situation. And that's how I try to tell all my youngins, like, hey, man, don't be beefing with your baby mama. You go need her. You go need her, bro. Eventually, it's always going to be a conversation between y'all because y'all have a child between each other. So you got to elevate yourself to put your past feelings in the past and understand that is your mother, your child. And that's what you got to do, bro. And and I'm cool with my baby mamas, and I have 4 of them, and I'm cool with all of them. And it took me 3 bumps on the head to understand that I need them as friends, not enemies. And I just took care of my business. And I took care of my business to where, you know what I'm saying, they support me on everything that I do. Like, you know, child support, getting it off my credit so I could buy a house, you know what I'm saying? They took care of everything. That's what I'm trying to tell anybody that listens to this story. If you beefing with your baby mama about some past stuff, man, let that go because she gonna be your friend to the end, man. She gonna be your friend to the end, man. She gonna be able to go to behind the closed doors when them people try to get her behind the closed doors and change her mind and think that it's a bribe and all kinds of stuff. She gonna hold it down for you. Plain and simple, bro. And I'm living testimony of it, bro.
I got 2 of my own, man, so I already know I'm on the same page, bro.
But I'm telling you, bro, it's a beautiful thing when you be on the other side, bro.
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. Like I said, man.
Yep, 0 drama. And my daughter's gonna have a father, man, which, like I said, most important, man. No dumb shit.
Exactly, bro. Like I said, I told my daughter today, at the end of the day, you don't watch what others do, you watch what you do.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they gonna be doing the same thing. Get your money up, take care of business, and play later.
Yep.
That's all I can teach you. Don't worry about no little niggas out here and fast trying to jump off the porch and tell you 1,000 things. If you go give up the cookie, you better give it up to somebody that's gonna do right by you. Don't just go for anything because you can take care of yourself. And I told you, I'm telling you from the male perspective, you only gonna need a nigga for some sexual encounters fucking with me. Because you gonna be able to take care of yourself. You ain't gonna need no man.
So now I'm gonna play devil's advocate on that and say, hey, how about this? Because we have been or our women have been getting taught that for a long time. They don't need a man. But in actuality, like how the brother was saying before he left, I feel like it's an interdependence. Like we do need each other. Like we do need that family structure. You feel me? Like we got to bring it back to that.
No, I understand that part. I'm talking about she's not falling for none of this
Yeah, for the bullshit.
16-year-old era, nothing like
Oh, yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
You
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah.
super trained to understand that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
You go if you go do it, you go do it yourself. If you go have a family, you go have a family. But you ain't gonna be motherfucker out here not with thousands of kids by different baby daddies, and then you have to depend on the system. No, you're not gonna be like that.
Nah.
No, you're not going down that path.
Indeed.
And I tell my daughter all the time, like, I just get the final decision. Like, your mom bring it to me, you know what I'm saying? And she like, how you feel about this? Because she's a girl and I wanted your opinion on it. And I'm like, I tell her all the time, like, she don't need her nose pierced till she like when she probably like 17. Like, no, we're not doing that.
Yep.
We're not doing that. She can make her own decisions about 17. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that, she's 13. She don't need it. So, no, we don't even need to have this conversation no more.
I would say it from a perspective. So my daughters aren't that old, but I teach middle school young ladies, man. I'm going to tell you something like this. The more grown they dress at 11, 12, and 13, 14, the more grown they respond to adult correction.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you got a 13-year-old girl with her belly out, you know what I'm saying, and wearing all these tight-fitting clothes, and she be ready to cuss out the goddamn female teacher because they think they're on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
The young ladies who dress accordingly and more appropriately, they don't speak that way to adults. But that also goes back to the home life, because you already know that the young ladies who come to school presentable and appropriate, you already know it's a mother and a father, or at least a mother in the home who know what the fuck time it is, and they're gonna send them out like that. The ones who coming through with half naked, they don't have a family structure at home, so you already know if a teacher come at them sideways, they gonna get all types of B words and F words thrown at them.
Exactly. You hit that one right on the head. That was,
you feel me?
That was nice,
bro. It's heartbreaking, man. I'm gonna keep it real, and it's heartbreaking to watch our black kids, behave that way and dress that way, and then, God forbid somebody say something, another adult staff will be like, "Are you body shaming? What? What are you talking about, dog? I'm a man. Men are supposed to." That's the thing. They have denigrated and diminished our role so much. When a man comes to provide or protect, it's seen as toxic or something like that. No, I got a daughter, dog. That could be my daughter right there. I'm a 36-year-old man. That 12-year-old girl should not be dressing like that. And I told the girls, I told my students straight up. I said, yo, any man who, and they be trying to twerk in the hallways, all this shit, and I always stop. When they see me, they run. When it comes to that, I said, good. I'm your uncle. I'm your father. When y'all start doing that shit, cut all that bullshit out. See, I told him just like this. I said, any man who my age and above, and he watching y'all twerking these hallways, either he likes it or he's scared to say something to you. And either way, you need to get the fuck out of that goddamn situation. What kind of grown men to sit here and watch 12 and 13-year-old girls in their middle school twerk for TikTok videos?
Hey,
this shit crazy out here, bro.
In a little bit, y'all going in, y'all cooking, man. And it's to piggyback off what you were saying about these TikTok videos and stuff like that. I was, had a conversation with a few people about TikTok, and TikTok is for children, but of course you have stupid adults who want to get on TikTok, and they have really like messed it up for the young children, because there's a lot of adults on TikTok twerking and doing all type of god awful things, and of course the children's want to see this and get influenced and think it's okay to do that type of stuff. And I don't like the way that this younger generation is being brought up, because like you all was saying, family is important, and these mothers are not raising their daughters to be wives at all. They don't want the man in the house. Okay, fine. You know what I'm saying? That's your decision. But, don't complain about who's going to protect your daughters when you're not raising them to be wives. You're just raising them to be acculturated prostitutes.
Man.
And that's the hard truth.
Say that word again. A what?
Acculturated prostitute.
Yep.
Basically, and I'm saying this because there's a lot of, black people want to, pick and choose what they want to see, but it's a lot of black women who are out here, and I congratulate them on getting, your college degree, and you got a high paying job, but you're behaving like a prostitute. You're doing things like a prostitute. You're selling yourself.
That's a fact.
And it's been going on since the 90s.
Yeah.
If you really want to keep it 100, they just trying to cover it up with their education and high paying job. But they no different than the prostitute that don't want to get an education. She just want to run the streets. They all doing the exact same thing. And I've been coming on the show lately, and it's funny how I would say things that's true, and then you have a few dudes get on here and have a problem with me, and that's cool. I'm fine with it. But some of you ought to come on, and it's not about agreeing with me. You all say the exact same thing that I'm saying. I guess I say it with too much conviction or whatever. But I'm passionate about these things because I'm just tired of Black people being dysfunctional. Because other groups of people are looking at us and they laughing at us. This is why racism continues to be prevalent in America, because we're not trying to clean up our image at all. The women want to twerk at restaurants, and we supposed to just sit here and be like, oh, that's nothing. That's a part of our culture. And it's not a part of our culture. You know how nasty it is for a woman to be popping her private part around your food?
That's a fact.
I mean, let's really use our mind. You want to eat, and I'm gonna be 100. A lot of them got bad hygiene. Why you want that popping around your?
Nah, I'm talking about you can always tell about
Kyle. That is his food.
Hold on, this is not me.
Hey, listen.
For being an asshole, like seriously.
Kyle eat ass. You don't care.
Hey, listen, cuz. Hey, Hannibal. I eat ass, man. So I know, but it's a time and place. Let me eat my food first, then I take care of that. You feel me?
That's exactly.
Hey, but let me tell you all this though. Crazy. You said that about the protection of Black women last night. You must have been on Instagram and seen my story, with Club Chronicles. So.
I seen that, but I always said that about Black women. In order for you to have protection, you need to get married, or you need to be
me that. Yep.
No. Hey, Hannibal.
Yeah.
Hannibal. Like, I don't know if your grandma from down south or nothing, but my grandma always put me up on game about a female. You can always tell about a female by her kitchen and her bathroom.
I heard the same thing. That's how I was raised.
So you can expect her popping if her bathroom nasty and her kitchen nasty. So you can expect her popping in a damn restaurant.
Trust this thing. I'm gonna tell you this. That game was given to me when I was young. I've stopped talking to women because I went to their house and it's nasty. I said, no, I'm done. I can't even talk to her no more.
Yeah, the kitchen and the bathroom. That's all you need to know.
I don't play that. Like, only reason why I'm with my woman now, because that first time I went to the crib, that bedroom was spotless. The house was spotless. I said, yup, I got it.
Keep her.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
I cannot deal with nasty women. And another thing too, I always used to look at women weird that stay outside all day. So I say to myself, you don't want to go home? You've been outside for 5 hours. You need to go home and take a bath and then come back outside. See, this is stuff we need to talk about, just be real. But, a lot of dudes are nasty, and they just look past that and cover their nose and still have sex.
Bro.
We've all done it.
Bro, I'm trying to tell people that was in prison, like, bro, the water free. You can't be in motherfucking prison and you don't want to wash your ass, man. Niggas got to smell that shit. It's hot as fuck in here, nigga. Like, if you in prison, man, and it's hot, man, you at least take 4 showers a day, bro. just to stay clean. And then this mug don't want to go. Like, you got to get him up out of there. Like, he's a Viking.
And one thing, like, we can't. Well, I don't. But you know, black people can't preach black love if you're not raising your son to be a husband, your daughter to be a wife. It's impossible for black love to exist. And your daughter wants to be fuck nigga free. Your son, I don't know what the hell going on with these little boys right now.
Niggas is goofy, man.
They just ain't goofy, and it's like, bro, I'm talking to you because I care about you. Have some integrity and some dignity.
Bro, I go through the same thing with my son, man. He just don't get it, man. Like, I tell him, this situation gonna blow up in your face. You keep on trying to tell me that you don't love this girl, but then you messing with this girl because you was hurt off of this girl. It's gonna blow up in your face, bro.
It's gonna be a never-ending cycle, man.
It's gonna blow up in your face. Yeah, you got gratification for that day that you was a player. But I'm telling you, I already did all that, so I'm telling you, son, stop it right now.
Yeah.
And he like, nah, I got it under control. Y'all old heads, y'all used to do it, but we do it better. I'm like, here you go. You can take my word and heed, but you gonna be right back on this porch with that sad face like this happened today.
Black men gotta stop with this whole player shit. This whole player pimp shit, it gotta stop, man. I'm gonna just be real.
Nah,
it gotta stop, man, because all it's doing is just leading us down the road of confusion and heartbreak
and degradation.
That's
what's wrong with using hoes for what they're good for? I didn't choose for that bitch to be a hoe. She want to suck my dick. Why not let her?
No, I'm not. Listen, I really don't care about hoes, whatever. But I'm just saying, like,
I think he meant
the stigma. The stigma, like the
the promotion
glorification, of it. Like the glorifying of it.
Yeah, chasing pussy. Like I remember being
chasing it, and there's no need to chase it.
It's all right to have a partner, bro.
Yeah, one partner.
Like, listen. I'm gonna say this, man. You don't want to just come home to a woman that got good hygiene, that wants all of your attention. She don't want nobody else but yours.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like you don't get tired of juggling this woman and that woman here and that woman there. We all done did it.
No,
and then we woke up one day and be like, you know what? I'm just tired of this shit, bro. Because you're dealing with too many personalities.
Yeah.
No, I dropped the jewel on my dudes at the bar. I told them, I was like, look, y'all kind of mad at my situation because I got a partner, but y'all want to play that player role. But if y'all ever get sick, y'all can't call none of them hoes that y'all hit.
You can't grow with them.
You can't trust them.
They ain't bringing you no stupid nothing over here.
I'm not saying trust them 100%, but you can't even trust them. So you won. And I get who's talking this polygamy stuff. Okay, cool. You know what? But this is America, bro. So listening to polygamy stuff, I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. But at the end of the day, black men need to slow down, focus on themselves, and build a family, not families like Nick Cannon.
And you leave.
Can't really judge.
You leave Nick Cannon out of this.
Yeah, you can't really judge another man till you walk in his shoes, though. So you can't really judge.
But I feel like it's not judging if we see a certain pattern of behavior and it's not leading to the results that we want.
Okay, the truth, it don't matter what you want because he taking care of his kids. He ain't asking nobody for help. So
I'm not talking about Nick Cannon. I'm not talking about Nick Cannon. I'm talking about in general what the young man is saying. What Hannibal is saying is real. I'm not even including Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon got $60 million. He's an outlier. So
but even if you got $60 million, hold on, can I finish? Mm-hmm. Even if you got $60 million, you have children everywhere. You ain't got time. This is what I'm talking about.
And time is way more valuable with a child than money.
You need to be in a household with that child, because if you're not, the mother is going to be the bigger influence than you. And I'm not saying all women do this on purpose, but she's going to influence him. He may just be like, you know what? F my daddy because he barely here. Only thing he could do was just give me money. Look at 50 Cent and his son. They beefing right now. And 50 Cent heard about that.
That's a fact.
But that's because of 50. That's because of the son's mother. So all this, you want to spread your seed, and then you want to hide behind some biblical scripture. Stop the bullshit.
No, but look at Joe Frazier, man. You know, he had 11 kids, I think, with 4 women, and all his kids loved him. And he had one out of wedlock, so that's the only one that's a side child. But all his kids, yes, sir.
All right. Is it? I'm just asking.
I wasn't done yet, though, brother. I wasn't done yet.
I just want to ask you a question before you finish.
Yeah, I was going to say all his kids respected him.
Is it cool to say, besides the money, if they didn't have the money to support all them kids like that, is it cool to say that we can do that in the community and say somebody go look up to us?
You know what, man? The best way for me to answer that, man, is to each their own. I got children and I take care of them. I can't tell you what the next 10 men are gonna do, next 2 men are gonna do.
No, I'm just saying. Like I got 4.
We gotta hold them.
I got 4 too.
I got 4, so I can't be at every practice together. Somebody's gonna have something, and I'm gonna miss something.
I just want to say this. I'm not.
Okay, that happens. That's a fact of life. That happens. So you know.
Yeah,
listen, I just want to. You got to do talk. And then talk to them and just explain it. That's all.
Yeah, and it comes back to I made them choices, and I have 4 beautiful children. But there's some things that I'm gonna be left out. So just think about it. Like 9 children. That's man. That's hella work.
Yeah, but but it's your work, and you gotta figure out a way that'll work for you and the children. That's the best way to do it. You can't just throw your hands up after you had the pleasure of making the kids. You can't just throw your hands up and say I can't do it now. You have to find a way to get it done. Maybe you should have stopped fucking after 6. Maybe. I stopped after 4. I staffed after 4, so I don't have to worry about that.
Exactly. 4 good enough for me, and I'm like I said, it's some things that I missed.
And the truth is, I never asked a man for a drop of water, a quarter, or nothing to help me with mine.
No,
I pushed and found a way to do it.
No, but it goes back to what Hannibal's saying is just because he got money, can he still do this? And we look up to him.
It don't honestly, it takes more than money to raise your child, man. You have to be tough. You got to be tough enough to go through the tough times, and you got to let nothing stop you. Because I've had some tough times with mine, and I just keep on pushing on, man. That's just the way it is, man.
So
I brought those kids in the world, and I raised them.
I don't want the younger generation to continue to do what the older generation has been doing. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you're older, I'm not passing judgment, but somebody has to say something about this, because we're going to continue to hear on the news that these kids whose fathers not in their lives are beating up each other, shooting up each other, selling drugs, and doing all type of crazy stuff because the father is not in the household. The father is somewhere doing this. Doing that. You got a child in Chicago, LA, Memphis. That's not cool, fam.
No, it's also not new.
No, I'm not.
It's not new either.
It's not new, but
neither is murder. Hannibal, 1 second. Let me get Max get off. Go ahead, Max. You want to chime in?
No, I mean I understand what everybody's saying when it comes to I understand what everyone's saying when it comes to raising families and shit. But I do think that money definitely helps. I think if you got millions of dollars, or you got a private jet, and you can literally fly from Miami to LA in one fucking day and get there, I mean you can. And I mean, for someone that grew up broke as fuck, I mean, yeah, it's cool being in the house with my mom all the time, but we was broke as fuck. I'd rather she be at work getting us some money so we can do some shit, like have experiences and clothes and food and shit. Like, so I don't know. I think it's a thin line. Obviously, time is more important than money when it comes to children. I think we all know that as fathers.
There you go.
But you can't be there 100% of the time. So you hope to raise your kids well enough to understand and to be able to, to survive in your absence if need be.
Yeah, you know what? Shannon Sharp said something. He said, coming up, he had to deal with the kids crying and calling them, how come he missed this? How come he missed that? But nowadays they see why, because he put in the hard work, and that's how he got his money. So it's not always the money, man. It's the time that you put in and everything else. I understand the importance of money, but I prefer to put more time in than anything else. Because I come from a time when my grandmother bought my shoes the same place she bought the household cleaners. They were like $10, $15. Boom, they had chickens on them. So we had to make it through. And that actually made me tough enough to find a way to make it through with my children. Because there's times I lost my jobs, times I was sick, and I had to go to bed hungry. Yeah, but I made sure that they didn't. As I stated, I was never in anybody's pocket because I found a way to push on through. That's how it works.
That's how so I wanted to respond, if you guys don't mind, I want to respond to Troy's point. To Troy's point about the men basically spreading their seed from the beginning of time, right? So that has been happening, true. That like human behavior is human behavior. Like it's nothing new under the sun. But here's what is new and not natural: social media. So now when you are spreading your seed and you're not able to be at these different places at the same time, right? You are allowing your child who maybe in the past in 30s, 40s, and 50s, like the 30s, 40s, and 50s and 60s. I don't know if everybody in here is a foundational Black American. Like the values, like it really took a village to raise a child. So those values of that village kind of was able to like kind of substitute if that child an absentee father, right? The values of that village will kind of help rear that child. Whereas now that's not like that anymore. It no longer takes a village to raise a child. It takes social media, TikTok, Snapchat. Those have replaced any type of adult influence and positive impact that people can have on that child. So now white supremacy is a layered approach, right? So yeah, we already know they took the father out of the home. They took the father out of the home and replaced it with Chief Keef and Lil Durk and all these stupid ass niggas who rap all this dumb shit. And so now they're left to their own devices.
And you're right about that, because the first generation that got hit with that was the baby boomer generation, because the TV and the politics started raising them, and then that's when you got the what they call that culture, the teenage rebellion culture and stuff like that. So yes. You're right about that. So that I'm not. Listen, you can do what you want to do, but I'm just saying this. We see the effects of it. If y'all want to keep doing it, but don't complain about it. Just accept it and keep on pushing. That's all I'm saying. I'm witnessing my best friend. This man got 9 fucking kids. 9. Ain't got shit to show for it. That's heartbreaking. I gotta watch my nieces, and I call him my niece because he like my brother, but I gotta watch them go through what they go through with their father. His own daughter don't even call him daddy.
Wow.
But it's cool because men been doing this from the beginning of time to spread the seed everywhere.
You act like it takes one person to make a job. Where's the women's fault in this? Because all I'm hearing about is all the men's fault. So no,
I could talk about the women. I could talk about the women all day.
Oh yeah,
but when I'm saying
real men don't blame women for their problems, man.
I'm not blaming. What I'm doing is asking a real question. You said the men are doing this, that, and the third. Men cannot make a baby by themselves.
And I know.
Listen, hold
on. Before I get off, because I gotta go to work. I'm saying this. I talked to one of his baby mamas, and she even said that she was stupid as hell for dealing with him. But I'm saying we could talk about women all day, but this man was told, he was warned not to live like this. He's seen it before he started living like this, and he chose to do it. That's on him.
Right. That's on him. So why does it bother you that much? That's because you can't control somebody else's life.
No, I'm just saying this is my brother. What I want for myself is what I want for him. I don't want to see him go through this. You see what I'm saying?
Listen, man,
I still live my life though. Trust me, it ain't stopping me.
I got friends and brothers like that. You could talk to them till you get tired. It don't mean they're gonna listen.
Somebody got to mute. Hey, Hannibal, you got to mute. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Troy.
No, what I was saying is you could talk to somebody you love until you dead tired and your throat get dry. It don't mean they're gonna listen. I focus more on my own life, man. All I could do is love them from afar until they get themselves together. As far as the kids, I could do as much as my soul moves me to do for them. But again, those are his children. I have my own children, so I can't give away time to your kids while I have to raise my own children. That's not how it works.
But no, all he was saying, Troy, was the topic was a structure of a black man in the lives of his kids. That's all he was saying. He wasn't saying nothing about no female or nothing. He was just saying about, we need it because, like I said, out of the three little dudes that my son friends, only my son had me.
Right. But you can't have structure without the woman involved, because she's the one that'll tell you, stop, I don't want to do this.
Well,
you get what I'm saying to you?
Troy, you're arguing against your own.
And then she'll tell you.
Troy, let me respond to you real quick. You're arguing against the point you came in with. You say a man can have 8 kids by 8 different women. Now we need structure.
I didn't say that at all.
Yeah, you said it's no problem. It's been since the beginning of time.
No. What I said is that I don't think you understood me. What I'm simply saying is men, fathers have been around having kids for a long time with different women. So I don't see where this is new here.
You said because Nick Cannon has money, he has the right to basically do that. And
I said you cannot judge a man based on what you see. That's his business. That's not our business.
I understand that.
That's what I meant.
But even then, see, I hate when people not hate that's a wrong word, but I don't like when people have disingenuous conversations. You're speaking from a disingenuous point because you said you never asked a water or a quarter from another person to raise.
No, I did not.
Allow me to finish. I'll let you talk as long. I didn't interrupt you. Now, when you're speaking from a disingenuous point, that aids the disgusting stuff that goes on in our community. The percentages say, if a man is not in the household, if 2 parents is not in the household, the likelihood of him joining the gang, I don't know what the percentage is, but I'm willing to bet is higher. The likelihood of him smoking marijuana, doing drugs, being enticed to go in different directions is probably more likely. What we got to get back is to the institution of family. It's just a really simple equation. Man creates the child. In the same house he creates the child is the same house he raises the child. And we got to get back to that. And because Nick Cannon has money, he's still going to be an absentee father when the mom got to wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, go downstairs, warm the bottle, then get up an hour later, change the diaper, then get up an hour later and feed the damn baby again. Okay. There is no structure. And then here's what happens over time. Over time, the man, the child is hyper feminine because there is no structure. There is no masculine energy in the house. So I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care if you're a man. You become hyper feminine because you are your company. Just like people say, it takes a village to raise a child, where there's a bunch of women raising a child because the grandmother, because it's just a repetitive cycle. It just keeps on repeating itself. We got to stand in the gap and say, young man, raise your family. We're putting too much emphasis on things outside of the family and present. We are just wasting our time and wasting our breath saying, oh, because Nick Cannon got all this money and all this power and he can afford to fly a private jet, that he can raise 8 kids. It's impossible, because I'll give you an example. Floyd Mayweather said he's a billionaire, right? His daughter's twerking. So when you put that in perspective, the absence of the father is critical. The absence of the mother is critical. We got to get back to the point where everybody is nurturing each other and building a family unit. And then here's what happens. If that doesn't happen, I did a video earlier about culture. Culture is created at the dinner table, y'all. Culture is not created in a rap song. Culture is not created twerking. Culture is not created going to a jazz festival. No. That's remembrance of what they've learned. You understand? That's a talent. That's a skill. But the culture and how a man is supposed to respect a woman, that comes from grandfather to father to son. I think we just got to get back to that. And I think we're being disingenuous because platforms like this is important because it serves as a reinforcement. Because sometimes niggas stray. You know what I mean? Sometimes niggas say, you know what? I'm gonna hold myself accountable because I heard that today. You know, I've never heard it from that perspective. For me, as an example, Malcolm X said the most unprotected woman is the black woman. And it's not that I accepted that, but I just took it at for what it's worth. And then Hannibal came in here 2 or 3 weeks before and said, no, the most unprotected woman is the unmarried woman. So, and that holds more value. So I think platforms like this is important where people like Troy, you can come in and feel free to respond to me. But I think it's just, we got to get back to the fucking basics, man. 8 kids, 8 different women. That's social media shit, man. That shit ain't real. But go ahead, Troy. Go ahead. I know you.
No, I'm gonna agree with you on something. Talking at the table before and after, or even during a meal is very, very helpful, and it gets a lot out. Because I remember doing that with my sons and my daughter. Just talk about stuff. Wasn't always positive, but we had a lot of conversations and I saw them grow, right? All the other things about this man over here and all his children, I never focused on that. My main focus was to take care of what I needed to take care of with my children. Because we were a family, you know, we were married, I got divorced, and she forgot that she had children. I had to go seek her out and set up times where she had to come pick them up. And a lot of times I had to stay on her neck because she wouldn't do it, right? And then different things happen. But if I'm teaching them one way and I say, well, help me to reinforce that one way because it's positive, they're on the honor roll, they're doing great. Why are you going to erase all that with your negativity? And that's where the confusion comes in. Because you could be separate parents and still parent. I mean, marriage is great, but not everybody's getting married. I was married, now I'm divorced.
That's a problem, though.
Why?
That's such a cop out.
No, it's not. No, it is not, man. Because my parents have listen. My parents have been married 49 years. It doesn't mean, and I got all my brothers are married and all that. I'm divorced. It doesn't mean that I actually want to get married again. I don't. I just don't. I did it once. Don't want to do it again. And marriage is not for everybody. But you can still be a parent and not be married. That's not true.
But what I'm saying, but the whole topic is, I'm preaching to my son, don't be like me. I have 4 different baby mamas. And my son don't have no kids and he's 21. So he understands it. That's what we got to get back to. Like, when you make that choice and when you want to have a family, you know what you got to do.
Yeah, well, I'm all about family, man. But I'm telling you, you don't have to be married to be in a family. You have to be on the same accord. Because I know people who raise their children and they're not married, but they're on the same accord and they stand together as parents, and the children grow fine and with respect. Now, if you want to get married, that's a great thing too. My parents are still married after 50 years. You know,
are all your kids with one woman, Troy?
Yes, sir. Every last one of them. Yes, sir. I don't have no kids here, there, and everywhere else. I got 4 kids, 32, 21, 20, and 18, all the same mother. Now, me and her, we night and day. We night and day. But as I told her, I respect you as a mother, but that's where the buck stops and starts.
But you can't speak like that, Troy, because you got all your baby mamas with one. We
got to change. We got to stop using that term, baby mama. So I'm
talking about. She's my friend, but that's her title. That's her title. But she's
She's
my
the
friend.
she's the mother of your child. There ain't no
Yes, but at the
baby
end of the day,
mama.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, and I'm trying to tell you what we was talking about is having a man there to raise our young men right. So they won't have to have 9 kids out here spreading their seed out here doing the most. Because like I told my son, I don't want you to be like me. When you do it right. Don't just be going over here messing with this girl unprotected, and then you messing with this girl unprotected, because then next you know, all you go get is a title as a baby daddy.
Right? You have to value yourself because when you want to have multiple baby mothers, you showing the world that you don't value yourself, and that's facts, man.
Well, I agree with what you said that you have to value yourself, but that has to be taught. That we all agreeing about the same thing. It's just coming
Yeah,
off
yeah,
in a different way. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I'm not
I
disagreeing with
agree
you.
that
I'm
you
just
have to
saying,
value yourself, but that stuff is taught. It's taught because I
yep.
told, listen, I used to tell my sons every morning before school, there's good, better, and best and great, and you all are gonna be good men that do great things. I used to tell my daughter that you either gonna fail or fly, but you're gonna grow up to be a very strong woman, and she is that. She is that. So all that stuff, we didn't have a lot of money, but we had a lot of love and I always reinforced that they were something special. They were something special, of course, because I'm their father, but they were something special. They are something special.
Hey Troy, I want to respond to you again, brother. You've been dropping some bombs, even though we may disagree on certain points. I think you said, your child is your business, and that is right and exact. But I do believe two things can be true. So I feel like young men, ages, I think early as 10 to like 15, need to hear what we're saying right now, type shit. Right? So everything we're saying right now in this, in my opinion, very civil conversation. We all different states right now. It's like where I'm at, it's past midnight, but I feel like the dialogue has been awesome. We have had our disagreements, but everything we're saying, like you said, has pretty much the same message in this black excellence. So why is that a issue for us to want to, like, we used to call it tugging your coat. Like you should have some, you should once be able to like tug somebody's coat, and if you tug my coat, Troy, and you older than me, you tug my coat like, hey Drew, man, this, that, and the third. I'm not an emotional man, so, and I was raised by a man, so I'm gonna be like, hey, oh shit, yo, Troy, man, you right, man. Like it's not more so minding anybody else's business, but you want what your brother, what you want for yourself. So, like, again, you got to tuck somebody's coat sometime. Like, hey, you doing like how the brother said, hey, you doing the most out here with these ladies. Like, why don't you just calm it down? Why don't you slow down? Because I know where this is going to end up. It's going to end up in multiple baby mamas. It's going to end up with self-disrespect and you just spreading your seed for no apparent reason with no money and no values, right? So I think that when within reason, we should be able to reprimand and reproach, and nobody's above reproach within our community, because I feel like all 7 men on this conversation and the men included in the chat all want black excellence. All right, we may have different methods of getting there. I know Fred is very adamant about the marriage. I'm kind of in between. I know where Fred is coming from. Right now, I'm currently co-parenting. I'm doing the best job I can with my daughter's mom and my daughter, and I got another one on the way, so I got 2. Right, but like my daughter, like we make it a point to go out to eat. We make it a point to go out to different amusement parks. Like she has never seen us argue. Like so, like as far as the marriage component and the 2 parents in the household and the sitting at the table thing, that piece is important for the social emotional intelligence. That's how your social emotional intelligence is developed from age 0 to age 5 and 6. Past 6, for the most part, that kid is fucked. I hate to say it like that. It just is what it is. That's what the stats say. And how do you develop social emotional competencies? You develop that by watching your mother and dad interact. If you're only watching your fucking mom interact with different random niggas in the household, your social emotional intelligence is gonna be very low, and then they're gonna end up being in my grade in 6th, 7th, 8th grade off the goddamn wall, and all the goddamn teachers acting like, oh my god, who raised these motherfuckers right here? But it's very simple. Like how Fred said, it's very simple, yo. Right? We develop these strategies and these patterns in this culture by, okay, like dad came home at this time of night. Oh, mom got the food cooked. Cool. Oh, they're talking about this. Oh, okay. Like these are subconscious programmings in children developing. We're not even realizing it, as opposed to the other households where it's dysfunction. As soon as they get home from school, they seeing dumb shit. And it's Uncle Trey today. It's Uncle Pookie tomorrow. And it might even be Auntie Nene on another day. Like, so how do you? Like, I'm not trying to judge people's lifestyles, man, but it is what it is, and it's not right, man. I'm watching kids fail every day, 200 days a year, bro. I teach middle school, and it's right and exact, man. Fred is right.
I know that all of us aren't perfect as it pertains, and I want to use that term lightly because there are alterations that you can make as it pertains to how you raise your family. I just genuinely believe that when you procreate with a woman, you got to see forever with that woman, because here's what's going to happen. We're going to blame post-traumatic slave disorder because I'm black. The white man going to got his foot on my neck. How we alleviate all of that in that type of conversation is creating an infrastructure. And how you create the infrastructure is family. How you create the infrastructure is all money in, all family members in. That's how you alleviate anything outside that can't break your foundation. And it gives the child and the parent the best means to succeed. And when you succeed as a family, you can pass that shit down. Pass it down. Like the same standards that the grandfather has, the father has, and then the grandson has. Like a basketball player, right? Since I'm speaking to everybody, I don't want to make a layman's analogy, but since we're all in here, we often see a father become a professional athlete, and then the son becomes a professional athlete. You know, Ken Griffey Sr., Ken Griffey Jr., Bobby Bonds, Barry Bonds. And many times, the athlete is better because the nourishment is better. The information is better. You understand? So that's what I mean by family and structure is so important. And we got to steer away from procreating with a woman that we can't see forever with. You understand? Marriage is a legal issue. You do what you want with it, because it may be different from state to state. You may be a millionaire, she a thousandaire. You may have an inheritance, and your grandmother has cancer, and so you can't get married because she's about to give you $2 million, and she has nothing, and you decide all of that. The man and the woman and the child deserve to be in the same household. That's where I'm at with it.
I agree with you, but that again, I don't believe that takes marriage, man, because even when I was divorced, we had game night and different things like that. So we did spend time together, but she wanted to put like a third party in there, and that wasn't gonna work. So that fell apart. But I agree with what you're saying, but like I said, it don't take marriage. It takes a mindset, and it takes a belief that we can be parents and still be joined as one when it comes to parenting. But you know, we're never gonna be together like that again, as far as man and woman.
Well, I said, you do what you want with the marriage, but I'll say this: if you consider parent, father, son, child relationship a check, if you're living outside of that house, you're only getting 70, 60, 50%. No, listen to what I'm saying. No, come on, man. Stop being ridiculous, man. You can't be 100% father if you're not in the fucking house. Let's just be frank, man. I don't give a fuck if you trying to protect how you're creating your child and creating your family. You cannot be you can't be more present than living in the same house with your kids. It is just a fact. Why can we pretend it? Yes, go ahead, Coach.
My bad, Fred. You was on one. So my daughter's mom, love to death. She's military, right? She's deployed 2 times in the 8 years my daughter has been alive, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm not trying to choose sides. I'm just saying what I'm saying. She's deployed 2 different times, 6 months each stint. That's about a year, give or take, right? So I was like hands-on for real as a father. Now she down there in Georgia, and now my daughter is down there with her in Georgia, and man, it's been hard because everything Fred is saying, I'm dealing with right now because I'm like, God damn, like what if a nigga's around? You know what I mean? Like all these type of different, like I'm not the sole parent right now. I'm not picking her up from school or aftercare every fucking day and feeding her every night. Now she's down there with her mom. Her mom is great. Don't get it twisted. But again, I'm not there though. You feel me? I'm not present. You feel me?
Exactly. And
that
it goes
shit hurt
to
me, man.
And it goes back to everything he's saying. Like, I got 4 different situations. I got 4 different counties of different child support. And they got their own jurisdictions in different counties where they can do what they want to do. And then at the end of the day, I just control the situation where I tell all my friends and all my homies, man, get ahead of child support. Don't get behind it. Get ahead of that shit. Don't be scared to take that challenge. You know what you got to do. Because as soon as you get behind it, now you looking over your shoulder for a child support warrant because you ain't paid it. You ain't paid it because you hiding from it. But no, you got a pocket full of money, but you don't want to go pay that $75 a week.
Yeah.
But you got a pocket full of money.
I tell you what I love.
And then the sad part about it, like I told him, y'all look at my situation. My daughter lived all the way in Cleveland where, that's where all the bad stuff happened. I'm away from that. But I get my daughter every summer for 3 months, sending paperwork. And I get the holidays. We pick and choose on New Year's Eve. But I control the situation, and I tell all my friends, y'all scared of that challenge is going to take care of y'all business. But then y'all want to complain.
I feel bad for y'all, man. I see my kid all the time. That's just awesome. I love that shit.
Bro, I got custody of my boys. My daughter, my oldest daughter, she 23. She married. She take care of business. And my son, he 21. He got his own crib. And my 2 little ones in the house with me right now.
Man, God bless, man. Real shit.
And it goes back to what Fred said. Structure. I wish I could have had them all in one house. I wish I could have.
Hey, but Fred, back to you though. So when you said that before we make that move to have a child with a woman, we need to really think critically about if we want to be with them for the rest of our lives. But again, to me, always gonna go back to the music. When you got pussy popping on the handstand, WAP, and all these different types of songs promoting the act, but not the planning. Like, when is Cardi B gonna come out with a song that talks about planning a family?
Yeah, you create the song.
You can't really, you can't really blame. Okay, look, you can't really blame the music of what Fred was or somebody was saying. You can't blame.
Let me answer the question.
You can't blame the white man.
Troy, you can respond. Troy, you can respond after me. Not a problem.
Okay.
You create the song, and I don't look outside of me for, anything. And as it pertains to what I believe I can get accomplished, I think it's just incredibly important that we raise the next generation.
So
and let me tell you this. I've never had a conversation with my grandfather about raising a family. I only saw it. I've never had a man in my life to show me the way. I've only watched and saw. So how I'm doing this is I'm literally throwing away all that shit was before me. All that shit, all my cousins. It's only one. My aunt, what's my Aunt Molly? My Aunt Molly. She had her husband, and that's the only aunt that I knew that was married. And her sons end up going to jail for 25 years. But the point I want to make is it's just so important that we strive for optimization. We must strive for optimization. And if we're settling for 90%, then Future owns that 10%. Cardi B owns that 10%. And I think that it's just essential that we strive for 100%. And if you make that mistake along the way, you have to accept that your optimization is what it is. I don't know what it is in your life, and you also have to anticipate another man joining the party. Because what woman is just going to say, I'm not going to get another man? What man is going to say, I'm not getting another woman?
No, I'm glad you said that too. Because
no, Hannibal, we gotta let Troy respond. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Troy.
Yeah, you know what? I hear you, but I've never been, even when I was a child, I've never been the one to let a song or white man this, even guide my path. I will tell you this: I have two fathers, the one who brought me to the world, the one who raised me. I don't hate either one of them. The one who showed me what not to do, he was the one my mother got the money from, but he wasn't there to give me his heart or his time. He would give money, and if we had a problem, he would clear it up real quick. The man who raised me, on the other hand, was a little different. He was a fixer man. He knew how to fix this, that, and the third, and that's who I learned from. So, but I wasn't raised in a house with my mom and dad. My grandmother raised me. Then I got older, and I went with my parents. But it all boils down on what you have inside, the things that you learn outside, and the things that you have inside of you already. I was just blessed that I saw a lot of love as well as a lot of pain, which guides my life. Music didn't influence me. Nobody white really, I didn't blame no white man for nothing. Maybe some bad cooking I got, but you gotta order food, but I never blamed anybody for anything. And that came in time though. I didn't just wake up like that. That came in time. So I agree to some of what you're saying, but when you point fingers at somebody for your problems, you just remember there's about 3 pointing back at you. So it all starts with you.
So let me rephrase that, because I wasn't mainly talking about myself. I'm saying, like, so for the younger generation who are 12, 13, you know what I mean? Like, so at 13, 14 years old, I'm a boy and I don't have nobody. I don't have that OG grandmother who was, grew up in a certain time period of values. And my grandmother is making duck face selfies and twerking at 40 years old because she thinks she's 21. And then, so where does my form of correction come from? You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's more so what I was saying.
I got you. I understand what you're saying, because that's just the reality.
I'm willing to bet, and no disrespect, but I'm willing to bet your grandmother was not out here trying to take no duck face selfies.
My grandmother was 60 years older than me, so when I was 30, she was 90.
See, there we go. You see what I'm saying? That she was 30. She was already 30. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a whole, man, we in a whole different beast, man. I'm sorry, man. I ain't trying to sound like no goddamn pessimist, but it's real out here, man.
I understand that, because there's no structure, there's no chain of command anymore. I had this conversation with somebody else. Listen, I get moved by my spirit to go talk to these brothers on the corner, and I always start the conversation with, I see you out here doing your thing, but what's the end game? And they all give me the same blank stare, like, we don't know, Mr. G. We just out here making money. I see the cop across the street. He's not here because you're selling drugs. He's here because of the blood and the bullets in the body. That's why they're there. If you all learn how to handle yourself and learn how to run it like a business, like, look how filthy your corner is. Why don't you start by cleaning up your corner and learn how to run it like a business? Then he wouldn't have no problems, because there'll be no bodies and blood then, right? And they always ask me the same thing. Why you come and talk to us, man? Why you come and talk to us and you act like you're not afraid of me? I'm not afraid of you at all, because maybe I used to be you. I'm just not.
We need more of that shit. We need more of that shit. You got to pull their coat, tug their coat, man.
Yo, but I think one of the most important things is you have to have a bond. You have to have a bond with your child. You have to, because especially in this world of social media and this whole woke bullshit be going on, like, the world is like, especially for traditional men, I'll say, the world is against us and our beliefs and our processes. So when your kid leaves that house, all of her friends, most of her friends' parents, her teachers, her coaches, everything she sees online is telling them the opposite of what we're trying to tell them. especially young ladies. So it's like when you try to tell your daughter, hey, you got to dress a certain way, protect your body, protect yourself, all these other things. You got the rest of the world saying, you ain't got to do that shit. If you're proud of it in your body, you got to show it off. All this other shit. So it's like, then comes that time in the kid's life. It's like, do I listen to my dad, this one guy at my house who thinks he knows everything? Or when I got 500 other fucking thousand other people telling me that my dad's wrong, that my dad's old fashioned, my dad, behind times and this bullshit. So it's like, as long as you have that bond and that relationship with your kid of trust factor, like, hey, Dad, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I trust you leading me the right way because you ain't never steered me wrong, then you have a chance. But right now, man, that army is growing, bro. The numbers is growing. The advertisements, the social media, the pages, the influencers. There is no positive women role models anymore in this world. Name me one. Name me one with a major platform that has millions of people looking at her that is a woman you would want your daughter to become. There is none.
Zero.
That's not true.
And all people say is Michelle Obama. Why? Because she married the fucking right dude? Like,
that's not true because you're basing it on what you see. Because you can't tell me you know every woman in the world. So that's not.
I said with a major platform.
Celebrity. Man, listen to the whole question, my man.
With a major platform. Someone with reach. An actor, a celebrity, a politician, a musician, anyone. Like at a certain point in time, we had a couple of them. We had women that sung songs about being a righteous woman. We had, women telling girls to keep their shit tucked, you feel me, and out the way. We also had a lot of fucks throughout the years, but at least we had some type of balance. We still had
Hey, Max. Hey, you might be around my age, right? So I always just bring this up. I've been like, yeah, we had Lil Kim and Foxy Brown, but then we had Lauryn Hill and Queen Latifah. Like, where's the Lauryn Hill and Queen Latifah of this era? We don't have that.
And if we do, they don't have a lot of reach. They're underground artists or some shit.
Yeah. We gotta say that. We can say that.
So Rhapsody. So I say Rhapsody, right? Rhapsody is hard. I love Rhapsody. None of my kids who I teach know who the fuck Rhapsody is. So again, we knew who Lauryn Hill was because Lauryn Hill was mainstream. There is no mainstream Lauryn Hill right now.
I got a thought, man. Instead of constantly searching for that voice to give you advice and to help you, why don't you be that voice? Why don't you be that voice? No, you're not understanding.
So
that's what I said.
These record labels.
Fred, I need that song in the email.
No, that's what I said. I said when we are that voice, it's us versus everyone else. When your kid leaves, it's social media, it's society. Even if she don't got a phone and have social media, her friends in school are gonna be saying, "Oh, your dad don't let you wear that. Oh, your dad don't let you watch that. Oh, your dad don't let you listen to this." Like, and then she gonna come back home like, "Damn, I'm a lame. I'm the only kid in my class that ain't allowed to listen to Cardi B. I'm the only kid in my class that don't got a phone. I'm the only kid in my class that don't got." Bro, that shit started.
Well, that's when you teach them combat, man. Because like I said, my daughter's 6 foot tall, so she was always big and tall. And she would come home. That don't mean shit. She'll still get knocked the fuck out by a man. Listen, there you go, going someplace else. Listen to what I'm saying. She used to come home crying, and she used to tell me the kids say I'm too tall, and then I'm a giant. I said the only reason why they tease you is because they're jealous. You understand me? You have to learn how to really love yourself, and that's why they're teasing you, because you're jealous. Most of them want your height, and most of them want your size and all that. They're just jealous. And she took that to heart, and she never came home crying again. Now, mind you, she didn't run around thinking she was super special, because I brought her back down to earth and all that, taught her how to be humble. But it starts at home, man. I tell them the truth. Most of these kids do stuff to you because they're jealous of you, and then it goes on and on. I've never once blamed music or anything else, because it starts with you. Don't start with nothing else.
But the thing is,
what about when you're not around?
So again,
that's a totally different situation.
But that's the whole thing that we talking about.
That's the whole point. That's what I'm talking about. When they leave the house, when you're not around.
Exactly. These record labels is paying dudes millions and millions of dollars to talk about twerking and killing one another. Like, it's for a reason. So yeah, you can say, "Oh, don't blame them." I'm not saying we should blame them, but it's a real thing. It is a legit thing that these Chicago dudes and these New York drill dudes is out here influencing these young kids who do not have fathers in their home. Like, that's a fact. It's not blaming the white man.
And that's no different than the gangster rap of the 90s. It's just a new gangster rap. That's
exactly.
But listen, man, who forces that gun into your hand? Who forces you to to do anything. Those are your decisions.
The
We all
if I
go
don't
through
have a father in
circumstances,
my
but it
house,
makes okay.
if I don't have a father in my house and my mom is fucking mad niggas every fucking night, and I need money, eventually I'm gonna funnel my way to that goddamn stoop, to that corner. And what am I listening to while I do it? But more negative reinforcement. It's a very easy formula, bro.
Thug Motivation 101. That's what I'm listening to.
I grew up in the house with a crackhead, man. I never once wanted to sell drugs or take drugs.
But what year did you grow up?
There's a reason for that.
What did you say? Because
I said, when did you grow up?
I grew up in New York.
I said when.
I was born I grew up in the 70s, 80s, man.
That's a whole different time frame, a whole different kind of music.
But it started with me. That's what I'm saying. I made the choice not to sell. I made the choice never to get high or drink or anything like that. It starts with you. You make the decisions.
But
nobody else can make decisions.
But the average young man can't hear that kind of truth, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're an outlier.
I understand. Trust me, I understand. I definitely understand that. But at the same time, at some point when you go through enough, you have to say enough is enough. I can use my kids as an example. They went to juvie, I don't know how many friggin' times, and my voice was there. I was there crying in court and everything else. And it's just recently that they turned around, because now they're older and they understand more of what I was saying to them. So now they're growing up. My son's a father to his daughter. The other one is going to be a great stockbroker, and so on and so forth. And that it comes over time, man.
But guess what, Troy? If there's a structure in the house, we can prevent that.
Yep.
There was structure in the house.
If there's a structure in the house, we can prevent that.
There was structure in the house. I just told you that.
No, I'm just saying, if you have babies with multiple women, how you gonna have structure with all
They
of
have
them?
one mother. All four of them have one mother.
I'm not saying you.
Duh. That's what he's saying.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying if young men don't have no structure, they don't have no voice, they're going to go out there and do what they want because they know their mom got to pay the bills. So they got idle time. Idle time is put into all what's out here, right? What we talking about with social media, TikTok, and all that. We understand that. But with 9 baby mamas, how many do you think you gonna reach?
It only takes one, man. You have that one in the family that's the voice, and they can reach the rest of their siblings. But it takes time. Everybody hears what they want to hear, and then they grow over time. If you never grow, then you'll end up dead or in jail, period.
No, I agree with you. When you become an adult and shit, you can't keep doing.
I'm not talking about being an adult, Mix. I'm talking about over time.
Well,
when
you're children,
you just get to a point where you say, "I don't want to do this no more." You just say, "I don't want to do this."
Ain't no 12-year-old kid going, you know what?
That's not true either.
Like,
I know some very mature 12-year-olds, man.
Did you not have friends when you were younger? Is that what it was? Because I know how influential my friends were.
Well, I didn't have friends. What are you talking about?
I'm asking, did you not have friends? Or did
That's a stupid question, man. I told you I had to make my choices when I was young because I grew up with a crackhead in the house and I made a choice young because I was hurt.
All right, we're going to go.
On top of that, no. Okay, well, here's the real reason. I actually love my grandmother more than I love myself when I was a young man, and I never wanted to cause her any more pain. That was her son, my uncle, that was causing her a lot of pain with his drug habit, and I made it a point to say, I'm never going to make her cry like that. I became her defender and everything else, and that's what, guided me to be the person I am today.
Do you and Troy, that's a beautiful story, but these little young niggas ain't got no kind of reverence or remorse for anything, dog.
A lot of them don't have any compassion. A lot of them have no compassion because I know for a fact that the people that my sons were hanging out with when they were doing whatever they were doing, their parents was helping them sell some of the stuff that they were selling. So I understand all that, man. I understand all that. Those kids in jail now, One's in jail for murder. All of mine are at home.
All right, Troy, we're gonna go around because we gotta get out of here. We're gonna go with Deacon. He gonna give his thing, and then we'll go Max, Troy, Dean, Cole. We'll go in that order, and then so we can get out of here.
Dion.
Yeah, I said D.
Oh, you did. You said Dean.
No, I said D. All right, what's up, D?
Hey, man, too blessed to be stressed and highly favored. What's good with everyone?
What up,
Yeah.
D?
What's up, D?
Celebrating that 52nd birthday today. God,
congratulations.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday,
Appreciate
dog.
it. Appreciate it. Yes, God is great, man. To the brother Troy, is your name?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I've been listening to you, brother, and I've been pretty moved by listening to you. A lot of things I can relate to what you're saying. And I do believe that the structure starts in the home. And I am a testimony. I can give testimony to the fact that I've raised all of my kids, and none of them been in trouble with the law. None of them drink, smoke, club, any of these things. They work. They've gone to school. My oldest son is in the middle class. I'm not saying this in a braggadocious way. God knows I'm not. I'm just saying to this conversation that's being had. And I believe because of the structure that they had in the home, when they left the home, they was able to deal with the troubles of the world when they was out of my sight, because they had the right upbringing. I didn't have to be around them 24/7. But when they came back in the home, they got some more of that good home training. Just like you give them a good home cooked meal, you got to keep giving them some good home cooked values and things that they can live by, because we always let them know that your parents ain't going to be here forever. But the structure that we leave you with, is to be passed on like generational wealth, right? So each generation gets greater, stronger, wiser, and you pass those values down. Those are traditional values that you must pass down as generational wealth. Finances are passed down. You see what I'm saying? Because these are necessary for us as people. And I say to you about the story, I have another similar story. My daughter came home crying from school one day, my baby daughter. And I asked her what was wrong. She said the girls was picking on her, calling her ugly. And I said, you're not ugly, you're beautiful. I said, let me tell you something. I want you to remember this. I say, every time they laugh at you and call you ugly, you look at them and laugh, because what they're doing is laughing and picking at themselves. They are hurt because when they see you, you make them realize how ugly they are. And ever since I told her that, bruh, like he said, we had to hum her down, because her confidence went through the roof. And I wanted to be there, but at the same time, I didn't want her to be arrogant. I didn't want her to be disrespectful. And even to this day, she was a child when I said she's an adult now, and her confidence is still at a high level. You see what I'm saying? She's just 26 years old. She got over $30,000. I ain't mean to say that, but she's doing very well. Okay. And she works hard, and I'm proud of my kids. You understand me? And it does not take the things that some of the things that I've heard. I can identify with this brother because the things that he said I've gone through. I've had a crackhead brother in the house, right? That took my mother through all types of things, and I was there in defense of my mother till the day she left here. You know what I mean? When she was married to a man that even when he went to prison for murder, every time he went to prison for murder, she still stayed true to this man. The last time he came out on that murder charge, once he did all his time and all that, he moved to West Palm Beach, got a new family. You know what I mean? And my cousin murdered him and murdered the woman that he bared a child with. You see what I'm saying? But they call that a step brother or whatever you want to call it. He's a brother to me. I don't call it step, half, or none of that. But my baby brother, seen this and witnessed my cousin murder both of them. One shot to the heads. It was like assassination, whatever. And right now today, every time his mother's birthday comes around, he loses his mind. You know, he run around with no clothes on. He's gooped out. You know, have to put him in, evacuate him, and all this type of stuff. You know, we've seen a lot of things and gone through a lot of things. But it's the things that's in you, like the brother said. You have to have a certain thing already in you, and then top that with the values that's put in you. So when your child leave your home, they're gonna be all right, because they're gonna be some people come to them, especially my oldest son. Even today, on his job, a lot of white folk like him. Like when I say white folks, like high level bosses that's above him. Hey man, you know, after work, man, let's go have a couple of beers. He said, man, hey, I appreciate it, man, but I don't drink. You know, they respect him for it, but they always keep trying to get him to go take that beer. My son would not take a drink of beer. He don't smoke none of this. Not just him, none of my kids, because the things that we instilled in them. And I just thank God that I lived long enough to see them as adults, from babies from the womb to adults. And my son take care of his children. My oldest daughter take care of her children. They only have 2 apiece. And they do a great job. I am a proud grandfather. You know what I mean? And these things, like this brother said, starts at home. It starts at home. So brother, I commend you, brother, for what you were saying. And I couldn't turn away listening to you. You inspired me just listening to you. And I know that it's some other people who was listening to you. I know that was moved by the things that you were saying, because everyone experiences certain different things. We don't react to them in the same way. I can tell people about my plights or whatever, right? But that don't mean that the next man can go the path that I went, right? We have to all walk our own journey. And we have to have something in us to help us deal with that journey. The things that's already in you and the things that was instilled in you. That helps prepare you for life. And nothing is greater than experience as a teacher. Your experience of life is the best teacher. You have to go through something in order to get over something. You can't tell me about a certain path, right? Unless you went down that path. You can tell me about that pit bull that's off the chain down there once I get down there to that corner, because you know that path. You have experience on that path. And these are the things that we instill in our kids, the path that we've taken. We prepare them for a road that they must travel. So that's why I could not allow you to get off this show without me coming and saying to you, brother, thank you for your voice on this show tonight. You was awesome. And may God bless you, brother, and continue to do what you're doing. And I'm listening to strengthen you as a man. Although it didn't work for you in that relationship, you see a lot of people are punks. And I don't say this about everybody, but some people are punks. Just because the relationship don't work, they take it out on the kids. They run away from the kids.
Right.
F her and F the kids. Come on, man. The kids ain't do nothing to you. They didn't even actually be born.
Right.
Don't penalize the kids. I'm listening to you, brother. You stayed the course, and your kids would be forever grateful. More than what you can imagine. See, because that instilled character in them to show them how to deal with certain things like this in life if they come across this, because my father traveled this road before and I seen how he handled it like a man. He didn't punk out and walk off and say F mom and F us. He still treated my mother with dignity, with respect, treated us with dignity, respect, and love, although they are not together. Every man can't say that because they feel that sometimes men are traumatized. Oh man, is that nigga, Is he hitting it like this? Is he hitting it like that? You so stuck on the way she's built and how she was giving it to you, when she was giving it to you, you so caught up. Some cats will take a gun and go hurt the woman and hurt themselves and hurt the kids. It may sound crazy, but I done seen all types of stuff like this. And I think that's a coward way out. That's why when I'm listening to you, brother, you are to be commended. Brother, I'm giving you your flowers. I don't know you, but I'm letting you know I respect you and I appreciate you, brother. And that's what I wanted to come on here and do, brother. Give you your flowers. And I got love for you, brother. And I mean that.
Appreciate you, Deacon. Get out of here. Now we ain't going back and forth. We gotta get out of here.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Peace and love, family.
Appreciate you. Go ahead, Troy. You go next, and then we'll work our way down.
No, I just want to say that this is the type of dialogue that I'm always going to respect you for. I'm going to knock heads with you until we both turn to dust. That's just the way it is. But this stuff right here is necessary, and there is some growth you could gain from this. And I appreciate you for this platform, and I applaud you and all that. So thank you. Hopefully you can keep it up, brother. And I'll stop by every now and then and say my say, you know. But stuff like this that's honest, and where we could be men, we ain't gotta be arguing about somebody else's nonsense or in the ring or whatever case may be. This is what we need, man. Boxing is gonna live or die. It don't matter. But stuff like this will build bonds and get people to start thinking about different things. So thank you for that, and y'all have a good night.
Appreciate you, Troy.
Yeah, and last thing, man, you know, you're still my enemy tonight. Damn, still my enemy.
Okay. Sure. Appreciate it. Go ahead, Dion.
Man, it goes back to what we was talking about, bro. We talking about structure in the home. A man cannot have 9 kids and think that he go have some structure in that home because he ain't gonna make it to certain homes. And that's what we don't want the young generation to do, is create a whole bunch of kids and you can't be there for them. And that's the whole dialogue of this whole conversation. And this is what happens at the barbershop, real shit. But don't y'all forget what the fuck we was talking about. Showtime subscriptions, y'all better motherfucking end that shit. Flat the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? It's shut up, put up, and I guarantee you we get what we want. I guarantee you that. That man right there done showed us a lot of proof. A lot of niggas out here be doing all that talking. But this man done showed proof. And that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Stand there, take that bullet. You already know it's coming. You know what I'm saying? Still standing tall. That's what we gotta do. And we gotta do it for these young generation. Because they lost. They definitely lost. But if you be in your household, they won't be lost. You still be there to guide them. They might bump their head a couple times, but you still gonna be there to guide them. And that's what we need. Plain and simple. Good night, fellas, man. We had another great show, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Peace, brother.
Appreciate you. Go ahead, Max.
Yo, I know it's hard because we be some horny ass motherfuckers, but be careful who you put your dick in, man, because that could be the future of your life right there. That's all it takes. One time and then it's done. So just be careful, and no excuses for bitch ass motherfuckers on either side, men or women. Do better. You know better, you do better. I like these conversations. I always appreciate the platform, Fred. We get to talking about real shit over here. It's a safe place for men to let off, which we don't have many of those anymore. So I appreciate you always, big homie, and I'll slide out. I'll see you in a section, Kyle.
For sure, man. For sure.
Coach A, what you got, man?
Man, I'm just appreciative of all the dialogue, man. You brothers really came with it. Different perspectives, but like I said before, I believe everybody had the same goal in mind, man. That's what it's all about. You feel me? So cool to chop it up with y'all brothers, man. And I want to add real quick, I don't want to be too wordy like the other deacon, but God bless him though, of course. But we got to touch on one day the nutritional piece as well. So we know that, because so not only for the lack of structure in the family, so now that family is not a family with the structure with it. It's only a mom, but it's also, what is she feeding them? She's feeding them nothing but sugars and shit like that. So now they can't even pay attention to shit. So man, we up against a lot, man. So we gotta really chop it up on that. Next time we pull up, you feel me? But Fred, I really appreciate you. And brother, the boxing section, I appreciate you too, King.
Yeah,
for sure, man. Appreciate you for chilling, man.
Yeah, we gotta have that show, and don't be offended when niggas, you know what I mean. But that's a great topic, man, because I hold myself accountable to that nutritionist piece, man. Like,
you are what you eat, man.
Yeah, you are what you eat. Yeah,
I'm an ass then.
Hey, more power to you, brother. Go ahead and enjoy it, man.
Appreciate you, Coach A.
All right, for sure.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate y'all
all the time, dog.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Kyle. You didn't get a chance to get off none of the show. If you want to respond,
another great show, man. Great show. Oh, great news.
What?
I can keep my other job with no problems.
Oh, okay, good. Got
3 months away from these niggas.
Yeah, I was gonna add to that. I was. See, I know people are listening, and so I have to stand by what's optimal for men. You understand? I can't get off of that horse and say, well, I'm glad you're doing a great job, but this is how you really build a house, right? And because I have to take that stance on this show, because I'm the host of it, I have to take the optimal stance. That doesn't mean that what Troy and what Coach A is doing is wrong. They're doing optimal in the position that they are in the position that they created. But I know that there's a 17-year-old boy listening, and I have to say, you must see forever in the woman you decide to procreate with. Because if you don't, if I get on this platform and say, well, Troy is the best way to go, then I'm being way disingenuous. You understand? I too respect what they're doing given their situations and Dion's as well. You understand what I'm saying? I just, and I'm gonna use I was ultra intentional from the date they was born to how many years apart they're gonna be born, to their names, to their middle names, to the decisions, Dre, and how we've grown and the mistakes we've made. Every mistake we've made, we already agreed 10 years ago that we had to deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't like, well, if this mistake is made, we have to go our separate ways. Nah, the agreement was we're raising these kids. And the reason why we can do that, because we created a foundation. And I want these young men who don't have kids yet to fully grasp that. Please, 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 I urge you, see forever in the man or woman you procreate with, because there's unforeseen challenges with the same woman you create the child with. And I'm intentionally not using marriage because I don't want to get into the semantics of that. But you can call it what you want. You can call it an oath of God. You can call it marriage. You can call it best friend, soulmate, whatever it is. But there's unmitigated challenges with one woman and your children. I can't get on this platform and I cannot get on this platform and say what Nick Cannon is doing is a great solution. I can't do it. I can't, because I'm saying the same thing Future's saying. I can't sit here and say it's cool for woman A to be the sixth baby mama of a rapper or an NBA ball player. I can't do that, because that means that I'm giving this 21-year-old man an out. Well, Fred's a man It looks like he's successful. I've seen his backyard. I've seen his kids play the piano. I've heard Dre in the background. You know, I've seen Dre on his stories. It works. Nah. That's just the motherfucking, you know, the highlight reel. This is the ESPN top 10 I'm showing y'all niggas. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So on the real deal, man, it's essential. I don't look down. See, because I'm so strong, Kyle, they think I'm speaking down on men that don't have no, that's not where I'm at with it. I just got to speak to what's the best solution. You understand? I don't look down on men that have 2 baby mothers, 3 baby mothers, or even Dion who has 4 baby. I really don't. I swear to God, because I had a stepfather. And I wish I had more time with him, as I've told you guys before, but he died when I was going into the 10th grade, you know, and I didn't have a lot of time with him. And that was the first time I believe my mom had peace. I think, we got 4 kids, 3 baby mamas, I think it is. I mean, you know what I mean? 4 baby daddies, 4 kids, something like that. Or 4. I got to ask my mom how many it is. But yeah, so the point I want to make is I've been through that. That's why I said I cut the shit off intentionally, cut it off. I don't even read my family's text messages anymore. I don't even read my friends' text messaging anymore as it pertains to these type of subjects. You understand? No, I'm not even entertaining it. I don't. Because I have something that I believe that works. And that's where I must stand on this situation. I can't get on here, open up the shop and say, oh, it's cool if you have 2 baby mamas. It's cool. You'll work it out. It's cool. I can't do that. I just can't do that. So that's my stance that I'm taking. You know, so when I'm speaking strong with it, it seems like, oh man, Fred thinks he's perfect. Well, sometimes I do, you know, but the point I want to make, like I heard a comment says I'm a narcissist. I'm going to be a narcissist on this show. And I take great pride in doing it. I take great pride in doing it. I take great pride in running 3 miles, going to the gym, eating well, and then coming in here not looking sloppy. I'm a narcissist. Yes, I'm a narcissist because Lincoln and I practiced the piano at 8 o'clock this morning. I said, you ready for tonight? Yeah, I'm ready for tonight. Kennedy said, let me add in the drums tonight. So we stood in here and practiced doing the drums. I posted on my story, 9 o'clock this morning. We playing the drums. She sounds terrible, but I'm just going to keep on building it, keep on building it, keep on building it. And she's going to get better one day. You know what I mean? And so that's just the reality of this, man. So I respect men that created it. You know what I mean? That did it the right way. You understand what I'm saying? And one of the greatest friends I ever have, he's in my accountability team. He married a woman who had 1 daughter. There are 2 of my friends, Trent and Kurt. Best friends I ever had, college teammates, man. We got 26 years in the game, 27 years in the game. I love these men to death. We going to Wyoming sometime in the next year and a half. We're going to buy 200 acres together, 300 acres, I don't know how much we can afford. You understand what I'm saying? Or what the state we're going to. So I understand all of that shit. And I always speak to what's optimal, especially on this show. I must speak to what is optimal, what I believe is optimal. I must speak to that. I can't speak to the cool shit. You understand? Like I tell Kyle, oh, that cool shit is old. Like that cool shit is like, yeah, it works, but it's not optimal. So, but anyways, man, I love y'all, man. Kyle is live right now, man. Anything else you want to add, Kyle?
Man, we're doing a little mental health Mondays, so we're gonna talk about Danny Garcia.
Oh, shit, man.
Shit what? Shit what, man? Shit what, man?
Man, they gonna milk that shit, man. Man. I mean, it's cool. Mental health.
We'll come through and talk about it then. Shit.
You're right.
I know you. I know you finna go on a run, nigga. I know you. I know you.
I already ran. I already did. I went to the backyard. I did my shadow box. I did my jump roping earlier this morning. I was channeling Andre Berto this morning.
No, I seen that.
Yeah. So no, I'm gonna go watch you. It's just whether am I gonna watch you in the living room or in the backyard. That's all. That's the only thing I'm thinking about.
So I'm down 5 pounds.
Oh, you are?
We ain't fucking around. Listen, I'm off the
We ain't playing around. See,
Listen.
I got to start doing the show without a sweater. See, if I do the show without a sweater, y'all see like niggas in shape. Like, but y'all think people think I'm fat and shit. I'm nowhere near fat, man. I'm really in dog shape. I'm in good shape, but except Labor Day, I'm gonna be in great shape because I started hitting the heavy bag August 15th when I started taking the kids back to school. So, but everything else is intact, man. But I know I hide it because I look real blockish in this sweater. But nah, don't be fooled. Don't be tricked. But yeah, man.
Let them be tricked.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Yeah, man. So
yeah, great conversation, man.
Yeah, it was a great conversation, and I'm receptive to everything. I really am, and my ego is not that big. I have a big ego. Don't get me wrong, but I appreciate the conversation. So.
Yeah, man. But y'all head over to the boxing section, man. We live right now. We just gonna chop it up about some boxing.
You gonna put the link in the chat?
Oh shit, I need to.
Mm-hmm.
I should, huh? Mm-hmm. But I'm probably not. But tomorrow I will. But we had Amari Jones on today.
I saw
that interview out. We're going live. We live right now, man. We're gonna chop it up about Errol Spence and how he dealt with what he was going through, and talk about the Danny Garcia situation on why y'all think that he was going through what he was going. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna chop it up, man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say one thing. Earl never used that shit as an excuse, though.
That's what I'm saying.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a big difference, dog. It's a big difference. His father saying, "Oh, he was only at 15%. Earl was only 70%." He never said it in an interview. I dogged him for the question. I mean, I led him to the answer. You know, I waited an hour and then I asked him, wait till he got comfortable. But you know what I mean? But it's we can't use that as crutches, man. I did a video today that I didn't drop because I didn't want to offend. I didn't want to offend the people who have had anxiety and whatnot. So I didn't want to offend anybody. But man, come on, man.
I'm just saying, but I'm gonna keep it real though.
No,
the raw emotion though, to just like cry though. He had to have some type of pressure. You know what I mean?
I'm with that.
Unless he went to the school of Kyle Davis, that he could cry on demand. You know what I'm saying? That it looked real, man. It felt
it was authentic. It was authentic. I just don't like how they're leveraging it. I don't like how media is leveraging the shit, man. Oh yeah, he's this, he's that. No, man, like he was a man before that incident. He should be respected as such. And I don't like how Jim Gray framed the fucking press conference around, Solon Bowles. I mean, what's the little girl name? And the tennis player and whoever else they had it. Man, I don't like it. I don't like how it's a crutch. It is what it is. Did you get treatment for it? Oh, you didn't get treatment for it? So what the fuck? You're a millionaire, right? Did you go to a counselor? No, I just dealt with it at home. So why are you? Anyways, I don't know. I don't like how people use shit as crutches. I respect it, but you ain't gonna use it as a crutch on me because ain't shit easy, man.
I'm not even talking about the crutch part. I'm just saying from the level of just like the raw emotion of it all was dope.
I respect it, but Danny Garcia better not be using it as a crutch, though. That's all I'm saying. His father is using it as a crutch, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Danny, not so much, because I didn't watch his post-fight interview, so I don't know what he said in that interview. Only interview I saw was the sound bites on Instagram of Angel Garcia and Danny Garcia's post-fight interview. I didn't watch no other interviews for this fight as it pertains to those two, I believe, so wasn't that interested.
All right, y'all head over to the boxing section, man. We live right now.
And the last thing I want to say on another note, what did Floyd come out to in and Conor McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have on?
He has some like a black and gold. I think.
Yeah, black and gold. What do you have on his face?
A ski mask.
A ski mask. Someone sent me today.
Oh, he told you he was robbing the bank.
Yeah, so why are we even talking about that?
Talking about what?
Why? Someone sent me a video. Oh no, it was an artist. No, it was Dana White. Someone sent me a video of Dana White talking about Floyd versus Conor McGregor, and he said it has a likely chance of whatever he said. I forget what Dana White said. It was like a 30-second clip. And I'm like, boxing fans, he told you he robbed you. Floyd told you he robbed you in the first fight. So you gonna be a sucker again? That's all I'm saying, man. That's it. But Dana White said, someone sent me the Dana White video, and I was like, no, I'm not entertaining that shit. But anyways, I wanted to respond to that, but I didn't want to go back and forth. I just hit the heart button. But yeah, anyways, man, appreciate y'all, man. And let's get out of here, man.
All right, man. Head over to the box and say you dusty motherfuckers. Play the song, Fred.
Gotcha. Remix that motherfucker. Appreciate you, Roderick. Yeah, it was an awesome show, Rob G Films. Awesome show. Dirty Deacon 305. You famous, Deacon. You famous. Scorpion. Mr. Johnson. Appreciate you. Noah. Hey, I come the third eye. Happy birthday, Deacon, from Miss B. Happy birthday. We'll put that up, man. We got to put that up for Deacon tonight, man. Scorpion,
hey,
man.
Did you do the 10 for Bill Russell?
What'd you say? No, we'll do it tomorrow. I was waiting on you. That's all. I thought about it, but you didn't come in last night. DJ, Third Eye. I know you was working last night, though. Yeah. Ricky. Jakare. Appreciate y'all, man.
Hey.
Yeah, it's Deacon's birthday, DP.
Hey,
J.A. Lewis Hinton. What's up?
You know, they always like to try to light skin nigga, man, till it's too late. I threw a nigga out the club on Saturday, something special.
Oh, you working Saturday and Sunday now? Oh, yeah, you getting busy. Mm-hmm.
Shit, why do Thursday shit?
You getting busy. Cause what? Cause the devil is a lie. Hey. It's always a beautiful day, y'all. We're gonna talk about the health, man. That's an important component, man. All right, 10 pounds. Don't forget, 10 pounds till Labor Day. You got 33 days. Oh, how many pounds you need to lose? 5, whatever it is.
Yeah.
On Labor Day, I'm not doing a show with a shirt on. I'm going. I'm fucking with y'all, man. I ain't gonna do that, but I'll be in great shape by Labor Day. That's for sure. Greater shape.
I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start going up to the college and doing morning runs on the track.
Yeah, as you should. When you drop your daughter off, run there and run back.
It'll be sleep. I'm doing this at like. I'm still gonna get up like I will for work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But just work out and just. I'm spending 8 hours on YouTube, dog. Just straight.
Yeah, I respect that. I officially started writing the next film today. Officially started. I had enough information in my brain to get started, so that's exciting. Give back.
But your grandpa?
No, I got to get this one out first, and then the next one I think will be about my grandfather. I think so. Yeah. It depends on how I get inspired, but I'm definitely gonna do a piece on him though, without a shadow of a doubt. I already got the name of it, Padre. I thought about it today. Padre. The working title will be called Padre. Or Granddaddy. I called him Granddaddy. The devil is a lie. Hey. Damn, I miss those days.
Oh, hey, before y'all go, man. Backpack giveaway, August 7th. God damn it!
I forgot. I start talking about that tomorrow too. Yeah, got a backpack giveaway. Love y'all. This Sunday, backpack giveaway. Y'all niggas better not be telling no pro-black shit, and y'all ain't got no community service hours. Peace, y'all.